2 years there. In his first year, his freshman year, man, he was impressive. .92 ERA his first year in college, 11 appearances, 3 of which were starts. So mainly relief for him, but still quite a few starting outings for him. He went 29 1/3 innings there and a 4-win to 1-loss record. He was great for Tacoma in that first year. You go to his second year in Tacoma, and he only got 1 appearance, right? He had a 0 ERA, but only 1 outing, which was a start. He went 5 innings scoreless, allowing no hits, striking out 8. And walking only 3. 8 strikeouts in his 1 start, 1 appearance with Tacoma in that second year as a sophomore. Then he made the move to the Division I level, went to the University of Arizona, who's going to be your rival when you get to college. You're going to ASU for next spring.
Yes, sir.
But you got to the University of Arizona, first year in the Division I level, and kind of got punched in the mouth a little bit. A 34.71 ERA in his first year. He made 5 appearances out of the pen, and 2 of which were starts. 2 1/3 innings pitched in total, so not the largest sample size for him, but still, he made 5 appearances. He had that 34.71 ERA. Struck out 6 batters, walked 5. So he was able to keep his chin above water on the strikeout-to-walk ratio, but obviously drowning when it comes to ERA, 34.71. Bit of a rough start for him. And then this past spring with Hawaii, made 4 appearances, all relief, 7 innings pitched in total, 0 ERA, no runs allowed. He was just perfect in that 1 year here with Hawaii. He'll be going back there again. And, of course, struck out 2, walked 5 in this last spring with Hawaii. So Jack Berg, a fairly exceptional arm. And the Sox will finally get to see him at home for the first time this season. The left-hander, Berg, going up against the right-hander, Cipher. And it's going to be an exciting game here at Paul Thomas Sr. Stadium as the Sox are getting ready to take the field. We'll get to the roster announcement and the national anthem here at the ballpark. Don't go anywhere. It's AppleSox Baseball on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hi, this is Jeff Rounds, president of Lipke Insurance. We've been serving the residents of the Wenatchee Valley since 1917. Over the years, we've extended communities across Washington and beyond. We are proud to offer insurance products from many of the top carriers to help protect our friends and neighbors. Whether it's home and auto or farm and business insurance, we have the markets and the people to get you the right coverage at competitive prices. We are here to provide help before you need it. Let's talk today.
Lipke Insurance. Call 888-902-1800. Online at lipke.com.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves a ding or dent in your car or truck, take it to Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service. Family owned, Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service will give you a free estimate and will handle all the paperwork. Auto repair, they can do that too, including checking the air conditioner, oil changes, tune-ups, diagnostics, and more. Earhart's Collision and Automotive Service.
Still at 1422 North Miller, Suite A in Wenatchee.
When you need prescriptions filled, visit Wenatchee. Locally since 1945, Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy is your friendly health pharmacy ready to serve you. They've made it their goal to meet the special health care needs of families throughout North Central Washington. Stop in or use their convenient drive-thru to get all your questions answered and prescriptions filled. Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, 509-662-5801 and at 820 North Chelan. Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with camp, rack, swim, and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack. Summer classes and camps are filling fast, so don't delay. Call the Rack today. That's Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club, or use the Rack app for program registration. See all the details at rack.org or call 662-3544. The Rack, where we play every day.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Chelan, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
88 degrees here in Wenatchee. The smoke creating that hazy veil across the horizon. And game 3 of this series just about underway. Jack Berg takes the mound for the AppleSox. And Jackson, who are the Sox starting today in the final game of the series?
Yeah, so the AppleSox, with their lineup so far, to Rafael Dunley. Now, he's actually DHing today, giving a spot at second base for Wareham. Batting second, it's Zach Doyle. He's in center field as usual. Batting third, Landon White. He's at first base as well. Cleanup spot in left field, it's Kainoa Santiago. He kind of DHs lately, but now he gets the spot in left field. Then it's Ryder Young. He's in right today. Right behind him, Tyler Jones bats 6. He's at third. The second baseman, Gage Wareham, right behind him. Then it's Michael Postrolani catching balls and strikes today. And batting ninth, Bryce Hampton. He's at shortstop. And, of course, Smith for the lefties, we're going to see here just in a minute now. It's Toma Holden, of course, getting the leadoff spot for the lefties, has had that pretty much all series long. He's in right field today. Catching balls and the strikes, it's Garrett Patterson. He bats second. Third spot, it's the third baseman, Noah Patanko. He had a home run yesterday. Cleanup, it's the designated hitter, Jed Staines-Traeger. And, this series is his first series with the lefties so far this summer. Then it's Sam Moore, the ex-AppleSox. He's in left field today. Batting sixth, the first baseman, Nathan Huey. Seventh spot, Sam Matisich. He's in center. Batting eighth, the shortstop, Brady Sprague. And lastly, batting ninth, it's the second baseman, Will Feltus.
Excited to see Jack Berg get his first start in front of this home crowd. Like you said, he got that outing earlier on the road, and now getting to shine here in front of the home crowd for the first time this season. As he's done warming up, and Holden leading off for the lefties will make the walk over. He's batting from the right side, going against the left-hander Berg.
Excited to see what Berg can do tonight, of course, in front of the home crowd. And Victoria, only 2/3 innings pitched, so not a lot to see from Berg so far, but now a start, so plenty of depth for him.
As Berg gets his signs, he nods. From the windup, the first pitch of today's ball game is inside on the corner for strike one.
Pumping it with a 91 fastball to start it off. I like it, just going straight out Holden here.
Count early on Holden. Berg, the breath, the windup, and the pitch. And this one is just low and just inside, past his toes. That evens the count.
Yeah, Easton Brooks yesterday did a great job with just going at those batters, and that's why he was so successful late in the game. He didn't dance around the zone, just attacked him.
1-1 counts. Berg, the pitch to Holden. And he smokes this down the left field line, but just foul as it rolls all the way to the AppleSox bullpen. 1-2 the count.
Yeah, absolutely barreled up that ball. Just got all of it, but thankfully just a tad early and pulls it down that left field line.
And Berg's got 2 strikes here on Holden. No better way to start the outing than with a punch-outs. See if Berg gets it. The pitch. That's upstairs for ball 2. And Holden out of Federal Way, Washington. Home of Wild Waves. Currently in their last season of existence. And after that, they'll be closing down. 2-2 count on Holden. Berg gets the signs and now delivers. Just a hair downstairs. That fills the counts.
Just trying to get Holden caught looking there.
He's got a full count on him now. No outs, no one on. Just getting started here in the first inning. Game 3 of the series versus the Lefties. Holden kicks and delivers the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss on a fastball outside. And that's how Berg's evening starts, with a smooth K.
Beautifully painted fastball on the outer half. One of the hardest pitches to hit for a right-handed batter against the lefty there. And that pitch just ran away from him, and not a lot Holden can do there.
And it drags up Garrett Patterson, batting in the 2-hole today, getting the start behind the plates. Another right-handed batter to go up against the lefty Berg. 1 away, no one on here in the top of the first inning. As Berg kicks and deals. And the first pitch to him is right down the middle, taken for a strike. And a slider coming in at 83 miles an hour for Berg. Fastball in the low 90s. And he's ahead on Patterson. Next pitch. That's in there for a strike again. Patterson yet to get the bat off his shoulder. And 1 away here on top of the first. We're still scoreless. Berg on the verge of back-to-back punch-outs. The offering. And that jackknifes Patterson away. It's a ball inside.
And just trying to come inside with that slider and just buried it, left his delivery a tad late. Runs inside and kicks off the shin guard of Patterson.
And Australia behind the plate for the AppleSox, catching Berg on the mounds. He's got 1-2 count on Patterson. Next pitch. Waving a miss outside. The changeup fooled him badly. And Berg has back-to-back strikeouts.
And I said it, the pregame show and just before first pitch, haven't seen much from Berg so far this season. But, man, already showing some great prowess on the mound in front of the home crowd.
Quickly 2 away here in the top half of the first inning. Now it's Noah Batanko. Had a towering home run to left field last night. A 3-run shot to tie the game. And, of course, they ended up pushing the game to extras. And the Sox able to walk it off thanks to Kanoa Morisaki in the 11th. Berg winds and delivers to Batanko. He swings and misses on top shelf fastball. 0-1 the counts.
And Batanko just crowding that plate there. And he knows that Berg likes to throw those outer half fastballs, so he's trying to get as much coverage as he can.
A right-handed batter going up against the lefty Berg. He breathes, winds, and fires. And he misses with this one outside. The changeup can't find the zone, and he's going to even the counts.
Batanko, a 3-run homer in yesterday's ball game, was actually his only hit of the season.
1-1 count on him with 2 away, no one on. Berg's pitch. Inside, he had to get out of the way of it. That's the ball 2 for him. Yeah, Batanko just got to the lefties. Like you said, picked up his first hits of the summer, and it was that home run over the left field fence. And all 3 of his RBIs this year coming off that home run as well, in only 2 games played. 2-1 count, the pitch from Berg. And he fouls it off right back to the netting. Count evens, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Looking to strike out the side here. Berg just been in the driver's seat all inning long.
He struck out Holden to start the game. Struck out Patterson quickly after him. And now he's got 2 strikes on Batanko with 2 away. Berg. Long hold. The breath. And to strike out the side. And Batanko able to fend this off and stay alive.
Doing a good job just spoiling pitches away, trying to find the right pitch. After you wanted a 2-2 count for the lefties.
And Batanko trying to be a pest. Trying his best to drive up the pitch count for Berg. Berg trying to be as efficient as he can. With 1 pitch, could strike out the side. Here it is. And this is grounded, fouled right into the AppleSox dugouts as they kind of duck for cover. Count stays put. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
A bit of a smaller AppleSox dugout just because a lot of the guys have started to leave and head back home before their college seasons.
And right before playoffs as well. Very unfortuitous for the Sox. Still 2-2 count with 2 away. The offering to Batanko. And he grounds it to the left side. Jones can't make a play on it, but it's Hampton at short who makes the throw on the run. And Batanko able to leg it out, and he is just safe at first.
A bit of a Derek Jeter-esque play there. A backhand as he's covering up the ground ball that Jones couldn't get. A hop taking him towards third base, and it just bounced into the glove of White. Nearly beat him out, but of course Batanko has some good legs on him.
Yeah, first quality at bat today for the lefties. Batanko able to work a hit out of a 2-strike counts. And now it's Traeger up to bat from the right side. 4 straight righties at the top of the order to face Berg. And his first pitch to Traeger. He goes outside and just can't tickle the corner. That's ball 1.
Yeah, Traeger, the first pitch he saw as a lefty, he yanked it double towards the left field line.
1-0 count on him with Batanko at first and 2 away here in the first. Berg lifts and delivers. Swing and a miss on the changeup outside, and Traeger just looks silly.
Yeah, Berg loves this outside corner on the righties. He's just throwing his changeup, fastball, slider there, trying to get all those guys to try and wave their bat and miss.
And it's been working thus far. He's got a pair of punch-outs here to start the day. Now facing with a runner on first base. He looks over at Batanko. The lefty Berg. Kicks and deals. Center cut, strike 1.
Yeah, I think Traeger is looking for something different there. the changeup away, goes to the fastball at the knees, and kind of fooled his eyes a minute.
And 2 strikes on Traeger. The runner on, 2 away. Berg to retire the side. He got him. Swinging on a changeup that dropped off the table. 3 strikeouts for Berg here in the first. And he hangs a scoreless frame. No runs off 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left on the base pass. It's time for the Sox to swing it for the first time tonight when we come back on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
Let's give a big hand to a proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies. Celebrating 25 years of serving our valley, Salcedo does it all, from top-tier HVAC and electrical expertise to major local development. Today, they're proving their philanthropic heart by supporting over 70 local organizations across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties, including our very own Wenatchee AppleSox. Locally grown and deeply committed, Salcedo continues to invest in everything that makes our valley home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.
NCW.News is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.News provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.News and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.News for local news you can trust.
Well, Jack Berg didn't exactly face the minimum, but 3 strikeouts for him to start the day. Sat down the lefties and hung a 0 in the top of the first inning. Now into the bottom of the first. Jackson, who are the Sox rolling out in Game 3?
Yeah, so Raphael Dunn, who's going to lead it off. Usually it's Zach Doyle, but Dunn is back in there. He's DHing today. Then it's Zach Doyle. He's in the center field batting second. Landon White right after him. He's at first base. Cleanup spot, Kyle Santiago in left field. Batting fifth, the right fielder, Aiden Lopez. Tyler Jones is batting sixth. He's at third base today. Seventh spot, the second baseman, Gage Wareham, catching balls and strike. Batting eighth, Michael Ponchalani, and batting ninth, the shortstop, Bryce Hampton.
Now here's a sight for sore eyes. Raphael Dunn back in the starting lineup for the Sox. And your beer batter today. First time he's been the beer batter this season. Facing off against Cypher, the right-hander on the mound, the kid just out of high school. As Cypher gets his signs, comes sets from the windup. Here's the first pitch. And Dunn takes this low and takes it for a ball.
Yeah, I'm very surprised Dunn hasn't been a beer batter yet. We're going through it and looking at the list, and, Dunn, who's an all-star, been hot all season, hadn't been picked yet.
His 1-0 pitch. And he slashes this to right field on a hard line drive. It's over the head of Holden. That's extra bases for Raphael Dunn. He's on his way to second. He's in there standing. Lead off double. Raphael Dunn, welcome back.
And that's $2 off your beer, Smith. Man, what a guy. On the second pitch he sees, just yanks it over the head of Holden. And Holden kind of leisurely trying to get the ball there. Dunn has the wheels where he could have tried for a triple, but of course, Mitch Darlington over at third base is like, best to stay safe with the double.
Well, now Raphael Dunn stands alone for doubles on the AppleSox. He was tied with Landon White and now has the lead with 8 so far this year, despite getting to the team later in the year. And brings up Zach Doyle with no outs and a runner in scoring position already here in the first. Still scoreless, bottom of the first inning. Cypher, the right-hander, checks the second and now delivers. Doyle crushes this to center field. Matisich going way back, makes the catch. Dunn tags at second, and he will trot into third without a throw.
That's really good base running there by Dunn to recognize that the fly ball was taking Matisich farther into the left field corner. And, of course, that's going to be a harder play for him as he has to set his feet and wait before firing it over to hit his cutoff man, and Dunn with a great jump to get over to third.
And now it's a fellow all-star Landon White first right-handed batter in the lineup to face off against Cypher. With a runner on third, Raphael Dunn there had the leadoff double to start this inning. Now is 90 feet away. And the first pitch to White. Runs way outside the slider, got away from Cypher. Of course, Patterson behind the plate had to work to keep it in front, and it's ball one. Now Landon White's having quite the season with the Sox, batting .330. Leads the team for hits at 35. He's got a good spot here to come up clutch. A 1-0 pitch to him. Takes another slider, missed again outside. 2 balls, no strikes.
Great break on the slider by Cypher. The one thing is it breaks really early. And for a hitter, as long as you recognize that, it's going to be an easy take.
2 balls, no strikes on him. White swinging the torpedo bats. And he borrowed from Ryder Young. Cypher, the breath, the kick, and the pitch. And White sends this high in the air towards right field, twisting towards the line. Holden coming way in, makes the catch. No, it gets behind him in foul ground. Raphael Dunn was getting ready to tag and now has to walk all the way back to third. And man, everyone here in the ballpark holding their breaths.
You know, the wind so far at Paul Thomas's series hasn't been much of a factor, but today, welcome back to the wind. Of course, it's really just blowing that ball and making a hard play for Holden and Huey as well, who were trying to communicate and get that ball.
And second life for Landon White. Of course, that catch not made by Holden, so he's going to dig back into the right side.
Still a runner 90 feet away. Raphael Dunn there at third.
2-1 count on White. Cypher checks to third. Now lifts, now delivers. And White takes away, and that's ball 3. The Sox won the series last night in walk-off fashion in the 11th. And now, with a win here tonight, would get their 4th series sweep of the season. 3-1 count on White. Pitch from Cypher. Way upstairs. Easy take for White. Sox have him on the corners.
And so with that, dropped foul ball that just clipped off the webbing of Holden's glove, it's the first error as well for the Lefties today.
Kainoa Santiago. And Kainoa Santiago now. Fellow Bulldog, fellow All-Star. So you got a trio of All-Stars on the diamond right now for the Sox. Santiago at the plate, White at first, Raphael Dunn at third. And only one away here in the bottom of the first inning. We're still scoreless. Cypher. First pitch to Santiago. He goes after it. Hits it high in the air to left field, but shallow. Sam Moore, the former AppleSox, makes the catch. Dunn tags, and the throw to the plate is in time, but Dunn chopped up his feet and dives back into third.
Yeah, Dunn getting a little risky there as that fly ball kept on coming in, and Moore with a great arm threw it all the way down. He'd been gone by a mile. Thankfully, Dunn, of course, running towards home, took a look back. He's like, nope, I think it's safer I stay over at third.
And the wind killed all the carry on that ball off the barrel of Santiago. And it brings up Hayden Lopez. Runners in the corners and 2 outs. Sox wanting to strike first, and they don't want to leave any runners left on base. Pitch Lopez. And he smokes this. High and deep, right field. Watch it go! God! 1 swing, 3 runs. The Sox strike first. Aiden Lopez. Wow!
Aiden Lopez, man, coming up big there. The huge moment for the Sox is, this series they've struggled to really swing the big bat. It's been maybe a couple singles, a double here and there, but finally picking up a home run in a big way, giving the AppleSox a commanding lead only in the first.
His first of the season, his 8th hit as a Sox, and he destroyed that ball 413 feet over the right field wall. And the wind's definitely not the culprit there. That was all Lopez. Now it's Tyler Jones with a blank canvas and 2 outs. And the first pitch to him was a slider low and away. And the Sox lead this game now 3-0 with 1 swing from Lopez. And a 1-0 pitch on the way to Jones. Takes another slider that missed again outside.
Jones, a guy who is very versatile in the field.
2-0 offering to Jones. And that's way upstairs, ball 3.
He got to start at second base, his first of the season earlier this series. Plays short and, of course, playing third base today.
3-0 count. Cypher doesn't want to walk him on 4 pitches. Let's see what he does. The offering to Jones. That's ball 4. That's a 2-out walk to Jones. And the base runners just keep coming for the Sox.
Another thing, too, Cypher's delivery very over the top. It makes his fastball come in flat, and that's why the AppleSox are just capitalizing off of that today. It's very easy to get a good barrel off it.
And it feels like Lopez just knocked the confidence out of Cypher with that 3-run home run. He walks Jones on 4 straight pitches. And, of course, Patterson going out to have a little conversation with them. And while they do that, let's take a second. Let's thank Banner Bank. At Banner Bank, we're excited to cheer on the Wenatchee AppleSox at home and away games. Banner Bank, member FDIC. We're huge fans of local sports in the community. I am proud to support AppleSox baseball at home and away games. We'll hope to see you at the ballpark. Banner Bank, member FDIC. It's Gage Wareham coming up to the plate now with a cushion built in. 3 runs driven in by Aiden Lopez's 3-run home run to right field just a little bit ago here in the first. Still 2 outs, and now runner on first base, and Tyler Jones is getting a good lead at first. And the first pitch to Wareham cuts the outside corner for a strike.
It was first as an AppleSox yesterday. It was a double. Now bats .056.
He got his first hit last night, an RBI double. Of course, the average still needs some improvement. As Jones takes off for second, Wareham swings and misses. The throw down, they got him. Wow. What a throw from Patterson right to the breadbasket of Sprague at shorts. They cut down Jones, and that ends the inning. But the Sox do some serious damage. 3 runs off 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. A 3-run home run from Aiden Lopez, his first of the year, gets the Sox on the board. They lead 3-0 as we head to the top of the second on the AppleSox Radio Network.
AppleSox fans, summers are hot, and the last thing you want is to turn on your car's AC and out blows hot air. Get your air conditioner recharged at Mid-Valley Automotive for just $287.74. And keep cool. This includes 2 pounds of 134A Freon. Mid-Valley Automotive works on all foreign and domestic models. Mid-Valley Automotive, 270 East Penny Road in Wenatchee.
This summer, splash your cares away and create unforgettable memories. Treat your family and friends to Slidewaters Lake Chelan. Overlooking the majestic Lake Chelan Valley, Slidewaters is your one-stop vacation paradise with 11 fun-filled water slides. Cruise down the downhill racers. Slide down the completely enclosed Purple Haze. Float down the Lazy River. And the kids will love the Aqua Zoo. Their well-trained, friendly staff will ensure your stay is safe and lots of fun. Slidewaters Lake Chelan, now open through Labor Day. Visit slidewaters.com for more information.
Hear that? That's the plumpest, juiciest hot dogs you've ever seen getting their grill on. But we both know what'll make it sound even better. Oh yeah, it's a Pepsi to go with your hot dog. Because when you're chomping on America's favorite meal, relish, mustard, and onions perfectly blending into a crescendo of flavor, there's only one thing that makes everything about that moment better. A cold, refreshing Pepsi. See what I mean? It's like music to my ears. Hot dogs. Better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Buddy's Home Furnishings has furniture, home electronics, appliances, and computers to suit any home. Whether you're looking for sleek and modern or classic and cozy, Buddy's has furniture for every room that we know you'll love. With our flexible payment options and free delivery and setup, you'll be glad that you went with Buddy's. Well, one swing of the bat makes this a 3-0 ball game. Aiden Lopez just tattooed a ball over the right field fence to give the Sox the lead. Now into the top of the second inning, it's Sam Moore leading off for the Lefties. Berg still on the mound as the left-hander kicks and deals. And the first pitch to Moore is low and inside, right past Moore's toes for ball 1.
Yeah, Lopez's first home run of the season, his second extra base hit on top of that.
1-0 count on Moore, the former AppleSox. Berg delivers. And this is chopped to short, and it bounces over Hampton's head. Man, took a tricky hop off the lip, finds its way to left field. That's a leadoff base runner for the Lefties.
Yeah, not much that Hampton can do there. The one thing is maybe just charge that ball a little bit more and catch it on the high hop rather than wait back, because sometimes that'll happen.
To be honest, if he charges that one, he probably catches it right as it hits that lip. Probably gives him a black eye. So, maybe settle for the hit, essentially. No outs, runner on for the Lefties. It's Nathan Huey now, starting at first. And Berg's pitch to him. The fastball. Gets it right on the outside corner for strike one.
Yeah, Huey came in relief in yesterday's ball game as the catcher for the Lefties, Young, got injured after Landon White had played at the plate.
0-1 count on Huey. Berg looks to first, now delivers. And his pitch is spiked in the turf. Postrolini keeps it in front. So that's ball one. And one runner on here for the Lefties. Sam Moore at first base. Leadoff single for him to start this inning. Only the second base runner for the Lefties today. And the top of the second. Pitch to Huey. And he gets this on the hands. A little dribbler to second. Dunn grabs it. He throws. There's the out. But it does scoot Moore into second.
Yeah, good work by Wareham there, moving in on the slow roller. And that's kind of a hard one, as of course he has to let Moore go past him, but also he can't just let the ball roll over. So the moment Sam Moore rushes by him, he just rushes in, grabs the ball, and no time wasted for firing to first.
And Moore in scoring position at second base. 1-0 here in the top of the second. It's Sam Matisich now, who had one of the 2 home runs for the Lefties last night. Out to deep left field as Berg looks over at Moore. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he misses with this one low and inside, and that's ball one. And Matisich's home run and solo shots earlier in the game to put the Lefties on the board to start that second game of the series. And then, of course, Patanko, the 3-run home run, to tie it. As the Sox lead 3-0 here in game 3. Berg delivers the 1-0. Masich chops this to third, grabbed by Jones. He checks the runner back to second, throws to first. That's about as textbook as it gets. Man, great play from Jones.
Yeah, great job of checking back over second, make sure Sam Moore stays over at second base. He took, extra second to make sure he stays there, and honestly ran all the way towards the mound before firing towards first.
Here's a bit of a bizarre sight. It's Brady Sprague, who was the starting pitcher last night. Now getting the start at shorts, batting in the 8-hole. And Berg, his first pitch to Sprague. And that's right down Broadway for a strike. 89 miles an hour from Berg. Fastball flirting with 90, low 90s, occasionally dipping down to 89. 0-1 count on Sprague with Moore at second. 2 outs here in the second inning. Berg's pitch. Wave and a miss from Sprague. He chased after the changeup and got nothing.
Looking for 4 strikeouts here. Picked up 3 in the first. Hasn't seen one yet.
A strikeout here ends the frame. Strands Moore at second base. Berg wanting back-to-back scoreless frames. He can do it with a punch-out. Can he do it? And it's offering just outside. Postrolini sliding over to keep it in front. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes on Sprague, the sophomore from Centralia, Washington. He wants to come up big here and chip into that 3-0 Sox lead. 1-2 pitch from Berg. And a weak wave at it. It's fouled straight up and out of play towards the right field side. And Sprague lives to see another pitch.
And staying alive here, does not want to be the 4th strikeout victim of Berg today with a runner in scoring position. Lefties want to put something on the board.
1-2 count. Berg to slam the door. Here's the pitch. And that's cut back foul right past Postrolini's head. And again, Sprague just being pesty. And Sam Moore at second base. Leadoff single to start this inning, and now in danger of drowning out there at second. 1-2 count on Sprague. Berg for 4 strikeouts tonight, and we're only in the second inning. Can he pick up his 4th? And this pitch is spiked in the turf. It kicks away from Postrolini all the way to the backstop, and Moore will scamper into third. He's 90 feet away.
Yeah, not the spot you would want. Thankfully, there's 2 outs, so of course a sac fly not in the cards here for the Lefties. But if you're Berg, just sit him down, go to your bats.
And 2 balls, 2 strikes on Sprague, 2 outs, and a run 90 feet away. Berg wanting to slam the door. He can. A changeup that Sprague chases after. Pastrelli picks it up and puts down the tag. And Burr gets his 4th strikeout of the night to hang a 0 here in the second. No runs off 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left stranded at third. The Sox still lead 3-0. We're into the bottom of the second, and you're listening to it on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM. KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
Hi folks, Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota and Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota and Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
Get drawn for Raceway Riches at 12 Tribes Casinos, and your horse will be a guaranteed winner. One lucky guest will be drawn every hour from 5 to 10 p.m. to watch their horse barrel down our Clinco Hill to win up to $5,000 every Friday and Saturday in July and August. Then on August 29th, get drawn for the finale to share in a total of $55,000 at 12 Tribes Omac Casino Hotel, Lake Chelan Casino, and Coulee Dam Casino. 12 Tribes Casinos. Far from the ordinary. Close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
People's Bank wants to help you buy your dream home. From buying the land to building the house, local lenders and local decisions. Welcome home. Welcome to People's Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Now the Sox able to sit down the Lefties there in the top of the second inning. Jack Burr got his 4th strikeout to slam the door. And the Sox still lead 3-0 heading into the bottom half of the second. Gage Wareham will continue his at-bat from the first. Of course, cut short by Jones getting caught stealing at second. As Cypher still on the mound for the Lefties, delivers to Wareham. He lines this directly up the middle, but Sprague at short, ranges over and makes the catch for a quick out here in the second.
Yeah, just off the hands there, and nice line drive, a good swing, but just not enough on it, and Sprague, an easy grab there for out number 1.
And that brings up Michael Podstreleni for the Sox, and Cypher delivers the first pitch to him. And that's up, but just on the top rung for strike 1. And Podstreleni joined the Sox from UC Irvine. And the 1-0 pitch to him. And he takes it down the middle for a strike. That's 0-2 count now on him. Podstreleni joining Doyle and Castanola from Irvine. Podstreleni spent the last 2 years there. And Cypher gets his signs. And the 0-2 pitch to Podstreleni. And it's pitch in the dirt. Podstreleni does not go chasing at it. And it's a 1-2 count. And Podstreleni batting from the left side. Facing off against the right-hander, Cypher, who lines and delivers. That's way upstairs, ball 2.
The Podstreleni, one of the AppleSox's catchers in their 3-man rotation there behind the plate. Kano Morisaki, and then you also got Kane Oduni falling up for the 3-man.
2-2 pitch from Cypher. Swing and a cut back to Patterson's glove, and that's a strikeout for out number 2.
Liked how he looked back there, trying to make sure if the ball was dropped or not. Of course, showing that despite his swing and a miss, he's still trying to take advantage of any missed opportunities by the Lefties.
Now it's Bryce Hampton batting in the 9-hole, who is having a bit of a rough series here against the Lefties. He's 1 for 7. 3 groundouts last night. And the pitch from Cypher. On the hands, he shoots it right to second on a few skips, and Feltis is there to make the throw for the final outs of the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the AppleSox here in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors, and obviously nobody left on base. But they still lead 3-0 as we head to the third inning on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Jeff is back from the Country Inn Family Restaurant. You have prime rib on Friday and Saturday.
Always Friday and Saturday. He's tired of barbecuing. Come on out and let me do the cooking. We get slow roasted prime rib served up Friday and Saturday night. I start serving it around 3:30, 4 o'clock until we run out.
And remember, if you're hungry like me early in the morning, guess who's open up for breakfast 7 days a week?
Down here at the Country Inn.
Off Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, the Country Inn Family Restaurant. How long have you been in business?
Going on over 40 years, since 1975.
Thanks, Jeff.
Hey, Dave, you take care.
Chad and Amanda with Holidays Custom Muffler wish the AppleSox the best on the field this season. If you're in need of muffler work, visit Holidays Custom Muffler. They work on all cars, trucks, motorhomes, and more. Holidays provides free estimates, affordable solutions, and they guarantee their work. For an appointment, call 509-888-0128 or stop in at 400 South Columbia Street in Wenatchee.
American Shoe Shop has never been your typical shoe store. Our history began with shoe repair in 1920. That tradition has given us the knowledge to serve your footwear needs like nowhere else. American Shoe Shop strives to bring you the best in everything from casual comfort footwear, finest of hunting boots, with brands like Blundstone, SAS, Birkenstock, Kenetrek, Crispy, Keen, and so many more, as well as surprises like Axes from Grants Force Bruck and Optics from Knox. All only at American Shoe Shop, downtown Wenatchee.
Well, after 2 scoreless innings, Jack Berg is done for the AppleSox. He hands it off for Damian Pantoja from Lubbock, Texas. And handing off for the play-by-play, I'm handing it off to Jackson Dodd.
Thank you, Smith. The AppleSox now 3-0 here in the top of the third. And Berg, a dominant performance, 4 strikeouts, scoreless in 2 innings. Smith, tell us
Second appearance of the summer. He was scoreless in his last outing, so a 0 ERA for him, 1 strikeout and no walks. He's, like I said, a kid from Lubbock, Texas, currently at Texas A&M Corpus Christi. He's played the last 2 years there, did not play his first 2 seasons. Finally got some action this past spring, made 2 appearances, none of which were starts, but both in relief, and had a 40.50 ERA, so definitely struggling in that first year with Texas A&M. And he comes to the Sox after spending last summer with the Ridgefield Raptors, where he made 10 appearances, 3 of which were starts. He had a 5 ERA on the dot, no wins and 3 losses. Struck out 18, walked 17. So he's trying to find his footing in college ball, and now making his second appearance, and has a good chance to do it right here against the Lefties.
And of course, Pantoja, a crowd favorite, especially with the team as well, as the team just loves Damian. They always like to mimic his Texas accent. They constantly are trying to, one-up him, talk to him about Lubbock, where he's from. And Pantoja just loves it. Going to face Will Feltus here, the 9-hole spot. The first pitch is a fastball, just high, ball 1. Feltus this year batting .246 with 14 hits. Trying to get, on base lefties so far. The 1-0 pitch, fastball, catches the outer black for strike 1, as they've only had 2 base runners on today, and that was off 2 hits, one by Noah Patenko and the other by Sam Moore, the ex-AppleSox. Pantoja appears and gets the sign from Michael Podstreleni. Nods his head, comes sat at the belt. Lifts his leg and deals. Slider drops in just high for ball 2. Two balls and 1 strike. Pantoja appears in, fires. Fastball outside, ball 3.
And fastball coming in at 89 miles an hour for Pantoja. You saw Berg kind of flirting with 90, dipping into the low 90s as well, and Pantoja right there with him.
Yeah, the AppleSox have some really good speed on him. 90, 3-1 pitch. Yanks down the first base line, kicks off the bag, and it'll trickle into right field. Feltus rounds first, digs for a second, time. And Feltus will start out the
third quality at bat today for the Lefties. Leadoff double for Feltus. His first double, his first extra base hit of the season as well.
And now it's top the order Toma Holden, who struck out in the first 4 victims for Jack Berg today. Holden bats .273, 6 hits, a homer, as well. Hoping to open up the scoring for the Lefties today. First pitch from Pantoja. Holden shows bunt, puts it down first base side. They're going to say he, with the webbing of his glove, the runner doesn't advance, so a sac bunt puts a runner now 90 feet from home.
Another quality at bat for the Lefties. Able to scoot Feltus into third. Now he's 90 feet away. You know, Sox still leading 3-0. But just need to chip away at it. Need to get the first run on the board.
Garrett Patterson now, the man who leads the team in average, batting .333. Field back. Feltus over at third. Damian Pantoja's first offering. Slider called, strike on the inner half. Absolutely just painted that one in. And Patterson, no luck to be able to get a swing around. Pantoja looking straight ahead. Lifts his leg and deals. Slider shot towards the AppleSox dugout, foul, and the count now moves to no balls and 2 strikes.
I mentioned it, Garrett Patterson. Favorite movie is The Godfather. I wonder if he's one of those guys who, when you watch The Godfather with you, he sits and explains it to you the entire time.
No balls, 2 strikes. Pantoja looking for a strikeout. The pitch popped up, goes out of play towards the WVC training gym, and the count stays 0-2. You know, I've never seen The Godfather, Smith.
It's a good movie. You know, I'm not going to deny, I'm not going to not give it its flowers, but it's not my favorite mob movie, at least.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, Slider swung on and flied out to right field. Lopez, a couple steps to his right, hauls it in. Feltus tags. The throw is not in time, and the Lefties open up their scoring with a sac fly to bring home Will Feltus.
Some station-to-station hitting there for the Lefties. You know, 3 straight quality at-bats from leadoff single from Feltus. Then, of course, the ground-out sac bunt from Holden to move Feltus to third, and then the sac fly there from Patterson.
Now it's Noah Patenko. Clean slate. Pantoja gonna face him here, and Patenko picked up his first hit in a lefty uniform yesterday with a home run. He comes set. The righty kicks and deals. Fastball's high, ball 1. So, Smith, what is your favorite mob movie, then, if it's not The Godfather?
It's an easy answer. It's Goodfellas, the best mob movie of all time.
Yes, I haven't watched that one either. I'll have to. 1-0. High again. Ball 2. And not to toot my own horn here, Smith. You know, back in high school, so just 2 months ago, my nickname was the Dodfather. You know, spit off my last name. I ran for ASU president, and that was my slogan right there. The 2-0 pitch. Slider, swing, and a miss for strike 1. I'd like to say that I won as well for that election. And also, my mom was the one who designed the campaign flyers.
Nice.
Another one with, you know, me as George Washington on crossing the Delaware. So just some great combination of posters. Hitters count here, 2-1 the count. 2 outs, nobody on. Sox lead 3-1. Infield's back. We're going to keep the ball in. And the pitch on the way from Damian Pantoja. Slider chopped down the third base line underneath the glove of Jones. It'll settle into left field. Santiago fires it in quickly to the relay over to Hampton. And Patenko decides to stop up short over at first base.
And great job by Santiago. Get that in as fast as he could. As you know, Patenko was looking to take second base. And, of course, get it in quickly, relay to Hampton, and they're able to keep him at first. So a 2-out base hit is just quelled to a single.
Jed Staines Traeger. First pitch. He skips it down the third base line, and Jones gathers it in foul territory, and the count is now 0-1. He was a strikeout victim today, 3rd out of the 4th by Berg. You know, Bird probably on a pitch count. That's why he was pulled so early. Only saw 2 innings for him. He's from the University of Hawaii. That's going to be a great place to go to college. Pantoja looks over at first. Set at the belt. Reaches back and deals. The 0-1, a slider fouled into the chest guard of Pod Shalani. The guy moves to no balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, it's sunny all the time. You have to go surfing after you get out of your classes, right by the ocean. Terrible place to go to college. Terrible. Terrible.
Do you surf? Have you ever surfed?
I've boogie boarded.
Okay, that counts.
That's about as much as I'll do.
Yeah.
If you were to ask me, oh, now stand up. No.
No, that's too much.
No, I'm good I'm good just laying down.
I can really paddleboard standing up. I don't know how I could do that. Definitely would fall. Runner over at first base. 2 outs. Pantoja looking for his first strikeout of his outing. The 0-2 pitch. Slidered off the plate. Ball 1. Traeger, the designated hitter. This is his first series with the Lefties. You know, done pretty good so far. 3 for 8. A double, 3 RBIs. Not bad. Pantoja's 1-2. Shot off the hands and popped up towards the stands, and the count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes.
And Traeger just trying to be a bit of a pest. Stay alive. Drive the pitch count on Pantoja up to 14 pitches now in this inning. You know, leadoff double to Feltis, and then he's able to score off a sac fly from Patterson, and then a 2-out single from Batenko. So not the way Pantoja wanted to start his outing.
And the Sox still with the lead, 3-1. The 1-2 pitch comes in, a slider away, taking the count to even at 2s. The Lefties right now out hitting the Sox, 4-2. The Sox's hits coming off a double by Dunn and a 3 RBI homer by Aiden Lopez. The 2-2 pitch from Pantoja, fastball away, ball 3.
Yeah, it was a moonshot from Lopez, 413 feet to just straightaway right field, basically, and just cleared the fence by a mile.
Yeah, the wind picking up here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, the evergreen trees being pushed to the right. That's clearly evident here. Payoff pitch. Strike 3 called on the inner half. Pantoja got him with the fastball. And the Lefties leave 1 man on. They do some damage off of 2 hits, scoring a run. Sox lead 3-1 as they head to their bats here in the bottom of the 3rd on the AppleSox Radio Network.
I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace, that 2 are called a law firm, and that 3 or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on the scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
It's the top of the order here in the bottom half of the 3rd. The Sox lead 3-1. Picked up their 3 runs off a 3-run shot. A moonshot by Aiden Lopez in the first. Been scoreless since then, but Rafael done the leadoff hitter and try and switch it up here. Cypher's still on the mound, the righty from the windup kicks and deals. Fastball skipped over to second on the candy hop. Feltis tosses leisurely over to first in time for out number 1.
Yeah, Dunn had that leadoff double to start the first inning, and then was one of the runners on that Lopez brought home with that home run. So that's where leadoff hits, leadoff doubles especially, will helps pay off when you got ducks in the pond.
Now it's Zach Doyle, the man who leads the Sox in average, batting .426. Cypher's first pitch. Doyle takes it at the knees for a strike.
And Doyle has just been insanely impressive since getting to the Sox. He's got a 14-game on-base streak that he extended last night.
Looking to make it 15 here. The 0-1 pitch. Doyle swings through the breaking ball, moving the count to 0-2.
And Doyle's gotten on base every single game that he's played with the AppleSox. Like you said, batting .426. He's just been putting up multi-hit performance after multi-hit performance.
No balls, 2 strikes. Cypher looking for his second punch-out. The 0-2 pitch, lined over the glove of Feltis. That'll kick into the corner. Holden able to cut it off, and Doyle has to stop up short. And there it is. 15-game on-base streak for Zach Doyle.
He just cannot be denied. Picking up hits, walks, hit by pitches, the like. He finds ways to get on base, and feels a little less impressive when you consider the fact that Santiago at one point had a 21-game on-base streak, but Doyle getting closer.
Landon White now, one of the all-stars for the Sox. First offering, slider, deflected foul into the netting for strike one. Doyle, good speed on the base paths, 4 stolen bases. Cypher knows it. Takes a brief pause, lifts his leg and deals. Fastball's high, ball 1.
Now we talk about that 15-game on base streak now for Doyle. What's more impressive, 23 games on base for Dunn. 23 straight games for Dunn on base. That kid is just something else.
Yeah, double to start off this ball game. The first run scored as well. The 1-1. White skips it towards the AppleSox dugout, and the count moves to 1-2. White, the other run scored in the first, brought home by Lopez's home run there. He walked to get on base. So you got Doyle over at first with a comfortable lead. Cypher from the windup. Throws, slider, fouled back as Doyle tries to go to second, but he has to walk on back.
And Doyle's got 4 stolen bases this year. That could have been 5 if White doesn't swing at that pitch.
And the AppleSox have lost Kai McGarry. He was tied with Raphael Dunn for stolen bases. Now it's just Dunn, the sole holder of the stolen base lead at 15. Cypher checks back over to first. Doyle slides in safely.
And Dunn's probably happy to hear that. And he gets to stand alone now as the stolen base king.
Cypher from the belt. The 1-2. Runner goes. White pops it up foul towards the entrance of Paul Thomas, and the count stays 1-2. White not going down easy. Like you say, Smith, just being a pest. Gonna foul off some pitches and find the right one he can do some damage with. Beauty is also it drives up the pitch count for Cypher, which is the name of the game. 1-2 pitch to Landon White. Slider. High, ball 2. White leads team in hits. He has 35 so far this season. Cano Santiago right behind him with 33. White also a .330 average. Second in doubles with 7. 2-2 pitch. Throws his hands at it and clips it foul. And the count stays at 2s.
That's the recipe for a quab right here. Landon White just refusing to die in this at-bats. And even if he strikes out here, you still punched up the pitch count for Cypher, so you did a job.
The wind picking up, blown out to right. He's punched one out to right field before against the Yakima Valley. Pippin looks to do it here. The pitch, he'll fire over to first base, and Doyle's in there safely. Yeah, White, 2 home runs this year, 24 RBIs as well. The Sox lead 3-1 in the bottom half of the third. The 2-2 pitch. Runner goes. White lines this into center field. Manasich has to battle it, and he somehow manages to grab the plane in the wind, and Doyle gets back on to first safely.
That was just a bad read there from Manasich in straightaway center. That ball was probably on that part of the barrel with the torpedo bat that White was swinging, so it had some carried center, and Manasich was coming in to play the line drive, and then realized, oh, that's getting behind me real quick, and had to stop, take a few steps back, and just barely got the catch. So if you're a Lefties fan, that got your heart going a bit.
Kainoa Santiago, as they check back over to first, Doyle will win there safely. Close play there. Santiago leads the AppleSox in homers, RBIs, and walks. 11 walks away from the record and 3 homers away from the home run title. First offering. Fastball clips the outer black for strike one.
And Santiago rocking a 8-game on-base streak. Not quite as impressive as Doyle's 15-game nor Dunn's 23-game.
Cipher from the belt. The breath and the pitch. 0-1 off the plate. Ball one.
I mentioned before, Santiago at one point a 21-game on-base streak. But, Dunn now setting the new high water mark at 23.
Doyle. Nice lead over there for Cipher. Has checked back a couple of times. It'll fire towards the plate. Doyle goes. The throw down is in time. That's the second AppleSox batter caught stealing today, and that will finish off the third. We'll see Santiago come back to bat in the bottom of the fourth, but in the meantime, it's time for the Lefties bats in the top of the fourth. The Sox only with 1 hit here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Whitley Fuel Pacific Pride is proud to let you know they provide non-ethanol premium for the sensitive engine at these sites: Grand Coulee, Brewster, Okanagan, Omak, and now Twisp. Whitley Fuel also has top-tier Power Pro gasoline and premium diesel 24 hours a day, and bulk DEF at the pump at the Okanagan site. With thousands of Pacific Pride sites through the country, Whitley makes it easy and convenient whether you operate one car or a fleet. Call Whitley Fuel today for your Pacific Prided card. 1-800-955-3835.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072, and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Discover what Premier Senior Living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
Embark on your next RV adventure at 12 Tribes Lake Chelan Casino. Full hookups, lakeside views, and gaming just steps away. Reserve your perfect spot today at CavoCasinos.com. 12 Tribes Cavo Casinos, far from the ordinary, close to the adventure. Damian Pantoja. Days done. Smith, who's replacing him?
That's Luke Patterson, the right-hander, making his second appearance for the Sox. He last pitched against Victoria. He had a 2-inning scoreless outing there, so a 0 ERA. And he's the sophomore from Gilbert, Arizona, who's on loan from Scottsdale Community College. Probably looking for a new home after this season.
He's facing Sam Moore in the top of the fourth. The first pitch is a slider off the plate for ball one.
Yeah, Patterson this last spring with Scottsdale, a 6.75 ERA. 24 strikeouts, 23 walks.
Patterson from the windup, kicks in, deals. The 1-0's a fastball off the plate, ball two.
And he was used a lot, 19 appearances, 2 starts, so largely relief for him as he's doing here with the Sox.
Yeah, first appearance was against Port Angeles in Port Angeles, the 2-0 pitch. Here's a fastball at the knees for strike one. The funny part is, in Port Angeles, the away broadcasters are situated around the 50-yard line as you're in the football booth, and Patterson wasn't on the lineup card that day. So trying to figure out who was pitching the 2-1 pitch. Skips towards Patterson. He comes off the mound, fires to first. It's not in time. Moore able to beat it out. White's going to tag him just to make sure. Didn't take the turnaround. So what? Leadoff knock here in the fourth for Moore. A lot going on there.
Yeah, that was a close play. Of course, Patterson having to get to it as quickly as he could and then rushing the throw a bit. The throw was there, but, obviously you could see that Moore beat it by not even a half step, a quarter of a step.
Here's Nathan Huey. Patterson looks over at first. Collects himself out the belt, kicks and deals. The first pitch swung through for strike one.
That was the first time we were seeing Moore bat from the left side today. Switch hitter, his first at-bat was against Berg, the lefty, so he was batting from the right side in that at-bat.
Huey batting 169. 11 hits, 4 doubles, and 6 RBIs. Patterson's 0-1. Huey waves and misses for strike two.
Great breaking ball there for Patterson. Slowed him down to 76 miles an hour.
Looking for a punch out here. Keep up the leadoff knock. Looking to bounce back. The 0-2 pitch from Patterson. Fans him. Chases the outer half breaking ball. And a great way to respond there.
Now batting, center fielder, number 11, Sam Matisich.
It's Sam Matisich now, who's 0 for 1 with the ground out in the second. Looking to try his luck against Patterson. Matisich waves his bat. In the back of the box here for Patterson. The righty kicks and deals. First pitch buried in the dirt. Great work by Pozzolani to gobble it up. And the count's 1-0. Moore over at first base. He's 2 for 2 today. A leadoff knock in the fourth. Sox lead right now 3-1, but Lefties trying to chip away at that lead. The 1-0. Fastball away, ball 2. Banisic leads the team in homers with 4 so far this season. Has the most power on the Lefties lineup. Patterson set from the belt. The kick and the pitch. Grounded past Jones. It eats him up, but the ball gets past him. Runners advance 90 feet. And an error, the first for the Sox today, off of Tyler Jones.
He's having a bit of a rough day at third. A couple balls that have been stung at him. And it's been tough for him to make plays. Some out of his reach, and others like that have just kind of eaten him up on a few hops. And now 2 runners on for the Lefties. They're only down by 2 runs.
And that's why on ground balls like that, if it's, rolling, you got to go for it. And if it's skipping like that, you got to read the hops. Especially on that one, you got to take it. First pitch skips over to Sprague. Relay to second in time. Throw to first. Got him. 6-4-3 double play gets the Sox out of the inning as the Lefties leave 1 man on base after 1 hit, 1 error, and no runs. Sox lead 3-1 as we head to the Sox's bats in the fourth on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Hey, get the goat off the AC vent.
This time of year, we are right there with the goat, hanging out and trying to stay cool.
Folks can start quotes on our website, WenatcheeInsurance.com.
And you can schedule an in-person video or phone appointment.
No one should have to sweat about insurance.
We are a locally owned, independent agency, so we can walk people through a variety of options.
Make sure you're covered, maybe even save some money.
So give us a call or text today, 509-295-9055.
And then get back to the AC with the goat.
At Banner Bank, cheering on the AppleSox is just one more way they show their appreciation for the Wenatchee Valley. When it comes to your finances, it's all about how they can help you move forward with truly personal service, smart financial solutions, and being the local expert by your side when it matters most. In fact, Banner Bank has been named one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for 10 straight years and one of Newsweek's best regional banks again this year. Stop by your local Wenatchee branch or visit bannerbank.com. Banner Bank member FDIC.
Hey, AppleSox fans, let's talk about community. Today's broadcast is proudly sponsored in part by the Salcedo Group of Companies, now celebrating 25 years of HVAC, electrical, and high-scale development excellence right here in the Valley. But Salcedo is more than business. They actively back over 70 regional schools, nonprofits, and teams. From global philanthropy to the home turf, Salcedo is proud to be locally grown and dedicated to our community. Thank you for investing in our valley. Salcedo Group of Companies.
Kainoa Santiago leads it off to the Sox. He resumes his AB as Zach Doyle was caught stealing for the last out in the bottom half of the third. Here in the bottom half of the fourth, the Sox lead 3-1. Cypher's first pitch. Fastball lofted deep to center field. Matisic having to play the wind, works towards his left and squeezes it for out number one.
Yeah, Santiago, a bit of a heavy hack at that one, probably hoping to yank a ball to right field. The wind whipping towards right field, and that's why Matisic kind of got tripped up with that ball. The wind playing tricks on him a bit.
Dane Lopez here. Had a 3-run homer in the first. The first pitch, breaking ball for a strike.
And the wind 16 miles an hour out towards right field. So, again, if a ball catches the jet stream, it's going to fly out of here.
Lopez, shown he can do it. He takes the 0-1 pitch in the dirt, ball one.
And his home run, 413 feet. And that was when the wind wasn't as strong as it is now. So that was all Lopez.
Yeah, 325 out to right, so, man, that was a no-doubter. Cypher's 1-1. Lopez waves through it, drops to a knee. Trying to go yard there on the 87-mile-an-hour fastball, center cut.
And that one swing gave the Sox all three of their runs today. They're leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the fourth. And, again, still a little too close for comfort, as the lefties proved yesterday.
Yeah, Lopez calls time and shots out towards the lefties dugout, trying to get his bearings down. Cypher looking for a strikeout, his second today. There's been 2 times this ball game where AppleSox innings have ended because they've been caught stealing. As the next offering's in the dirt. Nice block by Patterson on the knees. And the count's 2-2.
And Patterson, just a cannon of a right arm, has just been gunning down runners left and right.
Cypher kicks and deals as Lopez swings, drives this one out, deep right field, off the wall. Lopez rounds first, digs for second, and stops up short there. Aiden Lopez with a 1-out double to put a runner in scoring position. This guy's hot.
That is insane for Lopez. His second double of the season. And, I mean, wall banger, just barely missed getting it over the fence. The wind just not strong enough this time.
Yeah, maybe a couple inches higher towards the stratosphere, and that's pushed out. But, of course, more of a line drive there on the wind, pushing it, more horizontally than vertically. Tyler Jones. First pitch, slider for a strike.
And we saw Tyler Jones pitching last night. As he's played in the infield for the entire summer thus far. Then now getting his first outing on the mound. He was running up to the mid-90s.
Jones in the back of the box, open stance. Cypher's 0-1. Another slider off the plate, and the count is 1-1.
And Jones very much pitches like a infielder. Like the way he delivers the ball is like a shortstop firing to first. Mm-hmm. But it's 94 miles an hour.
Yeah. Cypher, the breath in the pitch to Jones. He skips it over to third. Great take by Patanko. Fires to first in time, and Lopez stays over at second base.
And how impressive is Patanko? He is a multi-tool guy. He was catching last night to replace Young, who got hurt. He was at first before that, so Huey took over for him. Now Huey's starting at first today. Now Botanko's at third base. And makes a play like that. He makes it look routine. He makes it look like he's an everyday third baseman, even though he's not. He kind of bounces around a little bit, makes that play, checking the runner, throwing on the run. Like, that is just a great play from a guy who is just such a great utility player.
Here's Wareham 0 for 1 today. Picked up his first hit of the season in yesterday's game. Cypher's first offering to the lefty. Wareham skips it down the first base line. Huey in time, underhand toss to Cypher, and they get the final out of the fourth. The Sox leave one man on after a one-out double by Aiden Lopez. There's no errors and, of course, no runs. Sox still lead 3-1 as they head to the fifth here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
The Taffy Shop in Leavenworth wished the AppleSox the best on the field this season. Locally owned since 1987, the Taffy Shop has more than 100 flavors of wonderful tasting taffy. Watch the unique taffy puller demonstration as you pick out that special flavor. The Taffy Shop has nostalgic metal signs and posters, candies from the 40s and 50s, and many collectible tins. Circle the bases with a trip to the Taffy Shop in the Mottler Building at 900 Front Street in Leavenworth.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory, is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in-stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
Looking for a quality used Euro car? Visit Wenatchee Euro Import Auto Sales in East Wenatchee by the airport. Locally owned with vehicles fully inspected, serviced, and reconditioned by Eric's European and Asian Auto Repair. Don't buy a mystery car from another sales lot when you can buy with confidence from the team at Wenatchee Euro Import Auto Sales, next to Eric's Euro and Wenatchee Rental Cars. Check out their inventory at WenatcheeEuro.com or call 509-888-7697.
Well, the infield just got a fresh drink in between innings. The sprinklers came on, and now a little bit of a wet field now as the Sox lead 3-1 here in the top of the fifth. And before play, here's Smith Slide.
All right, thank you, Jackson. Slidewaters might be in Chelan, but we're getting a little bit of a slip and slide here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. A needed, break to cool off with the sprinklers spraying the field. It's a hot one today. It was at one point up to 100 degrees. Now kind of cooled off to the mid-80s, and that smoke from the wildfire is still rolling into Wenatchee. It's the bottom of the order for the Lefties, starting things here in the top of the fifth inning. Sox lead 3-1. That three-run home run from Lopez getting all of their runs tonight, and then a sac fly from Patterson back in the third. Got the Lefties on the board. It's Will Feltis, the nine-hole man, leading off for him. And Patterson still on the mound for the Sox as he winds and delivers. The first pitch is on the top rung for strike one.
And the wind here just cooling it off, too. It feels really nice out. Like you said, Smith, wind gusts around 16 miles an hour out towards right field.
0-1 count on Feltis. Patterson's pitch is grounded on a skip to Landon White at first, who grabs it, calls off Patterson, steps on the bag himself, and that's out number one.
Now batting, right fielder, number 20. Come on, Holden.
And flips over the lineup card for Holden. Game that starts today in right field. He is 0 for 1 today. Struck out Sweeney in the first, sack bunt in the third, and now looking for his first hits. Patterson from behind his glove gets his signs, winds, and delivers. The curveball is sent to second on one hop. Dunn's got it. He throws to first. And 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the fifth.
Very efficient for Patterson here. Loving his just pace so far. Trying to continue that here.
2 away for Patterson, the catcher tonight, who's gunned down 2 runners already. He caught Jones trying to steal a bag and also caught Doyle as well earlier on. And he's been great defensively. First pitch to him. Ran way inside, right past his hands. He kind of just backs out of the way of it. That's ball 1. And 2 away here, top of the fifth, quickly. Patterson looking for an efficient frame. Sit down the side in order if he can. Now this ball is lofted into shallow right field. Lopez comes in, dives. It spits in and out of his glove. He can't make the catch, and it's a 2-out base runner for the Lefties.
Really great effort there by Lopez, kind of sliding on his, behind, trying to glove that one there. Not much he can do as it just spits away from his glove.
And it goes down as a hit in the books for Patterson. And it brings up Patenko. Batting the 3-hole today, getting the start at third base, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, 1 in the first, 1 in the third. So he's has himself a multi-hit game. And he'll bat with 2 outs and Patterson at first. And the lefty's still down by 2 runs. It's 3-1, Sox on top. As Patterson on the mound comes, sets, kicks, and deals. And that is right down the middle for strike 1.
Patenko, what a day for this guy. For lefties, this is the guy you want at the plate with the runner on.
Yeah, runner on first. Patterson there. Patterson also on the mound. And he'll pick off. A little Patterson to Patterson action there. Now, pitter-patter, let's get at her. That's a Shoresy reference for all the hockey fans listening. If you haven't watched Shoresy, you should go watch it. It's a great show. 0-1 count on Patenko. Patterson's pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball that disappeared on him. And it's an 0-2 count now.
You're just giving me shows today. Goodfellas, now Shoresy.
Shoresy. Yeah. Name of the hockey player. It's Shoresy. The best hockey show of all time. There's no better hockey show. 0-2 count on Patenko. The pitch from Patterson ran inside and hit off the butt of his bat for a foul ball. And the count will now stay put at 0 balls, 2 strikes.
I'm more of a Mighty Ducks kind of guy.
Mighty Ducks is a good movie. I do have to admit it's not the most hockey accurate. There's the flying V formation they do in that is very much offsides in real hockey. Unfortunately, hate to burst your bubble. And now the 0-2 pitch again to Patenko. And he gets it on the hands and fouls it off to stay alive. Of course, Shoresy, a spin-off of Letterkenny, which is another great show, all about Canadians, specifically kind of in the rural part of Canada. And if you watch Letterkenny, I recommend putting on subtitles because you cannot understand a word they say if you're from the States. And still an 0-2 count on Patenko with a runner on. 2 outs here in the 5th. Patterson, the offering. This is crushed on a line drive to left field. It hooks just foul and dribbles all the way to the AppleSox bullpen.
We have some spare time. We're on the road, Smith, and I think I might have to, grab my iPad, watch a couple of these, shows or movies here.
I think I'd say, if you're talking about Letterkenny, Shoresy, do Shoresy. It's, Letterkenny is not for the faint of heart.
Okay.
It requires some dedication. The first episode, though, it's a banger. Trust me. 0-2 count. The pitch to Patenko. He grounds this, a chopper up the middle. Done. On the run. The throw. He's got it. The Lefties get no runs here in the 5th inning. And you leave a man stranded. And the Sox still lead 3-1. We're heading to the bottom of the 5th. You're listening to it here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
NCW.News is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.News provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.News and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.News for local news you can trust.
Hit a home run with LocalTel Communications. For over 40 years, we've been Central Washington's trusted telecom provider, delivering fast internet and reliable phone service. Whether you're streaming the big game, video chatting with loved ones, or running your business smoothly, LocalTel has you covered. Join the LocalTel family today and enjoy the best connectivity in the region. Visit us at localtel.com to learn more.
Summer starts with membership at the Rack. Pack your calendar with camp, rack, swim, and tennis lessons, summer swim team, indoor and outdoor pickleball, tennis tournaments, play programs, and so much more. It is so easy and fun for the whole family to stay active and fit all summer long when you join the Rack. Summer classes and camps are filling fast, so don't delay. Call the Rack today. That's Wenatchee Racket and Athletic Club, or use the Rack app for program registration. See all the details at rack.org or call 662-3544. The Rack, where we play every day.
250 years ago, the spark was lit and a new America was forged in the flames. From the New America Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning Best Musical 1776, July 31st through August 15th at the New America Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at NewAmericaPAC.org. Patterson able to strand a runner at first base to end the top of the fifth inning. The Sox still lead 3-1, and it's Michael Podstreleni leading off for the AppleSox here in the fifth inning, just about a little more than halfway through this third game of the series. And Cipher still on the mound for the Lefties, and the right-hander kicks and deals. Podstreleni takes this low, takes it inside. That's ball one. And Podstreleni last played in Game 3 against Victoria, now getting his start here in the Port Angeles series as he crushes this ball on the ground right at first. Huey is there to glove it and take it himself for the outs.
The Sox just coming out swinging today, man. You know, I like the approach. It worked well in the first couple of innings, but now it seems like the Lefties have picked on, especially Cipher. And now he's throwing the Sox some junk pitches.
Yeah, Cipher, the incoming freshman who will be going to Hawaii Pacific next year. He's out of Sumner, Washington, on the west side of Washington. And that's Bryce Hampton, the starting shortstop today for the Sox. His first offering takes downstairs in the basement for ball one. I said before, Hampton having a bit of a rough series here against Port Angeles, 1 for 7 thus far. This next offering is just a hair outside. It eludes the outside corner. Ball two. I should say Hampton now, after his at-bat earlier today, 1 for 8. Had 3 groundouts last night, so just not productive from him. His 2-0 pitch. The bender bends into the zone for strike one. Hampton taking all the way.
And Hampton and Paxton Bigby both joining the Sox for the away stand against the Lefties a couple of weeks ago.
2-1 count on him. Cipher, the delivery. Ran it outside and again eludes the outside edge. Yeah, Bigby was joking that he got to the Sox in the last game of that Edmonton series where the Sox lost. And he was joking that he was the bad luck charm that made the Sox lose. And the hitters count here for Hampton. The 3-1 from Cipher. That's downstairs, ball 4. It's a one-out walk for the Sox, and they just keep putting runners on here in Game 3.
You know, Smith, the Lefties uniforms today remind me more of the Giants. They look more like the Mets, usually kind of mixing up their colors today.
They very much do. The kind of black and orange color palettes. And the Sox wearing their navy jerseys with the white bottoms. And it brings up the top of the order Raphael Dunn, who is 1 for 2 today. Leadoff double in the first, came around to score. And then a ground out in the third. He's got a runner on with 1 out here. Cipher from the stretch, his pitch. Dunn takes that way upstairs for a ball. And again, the Sox wearing their navy jerseys. Not sure what MLB team they look like exactly. 1-0 count with 1 away, and Hampton at first. Cipher checks on him. Now comes Sets from the belly button. The pitch. And Dunn fouls this off right into the top wider of the netting. It gets lodged right there. And the home crowd here, dazzled by that. In all the games I've called here at Paul Thomas, I've yet to see that happen. Lodged perfectly in the top wire, and we'll just have to wait until it falls down. It's a 1-1 count on Dunn. Cipher gets his signs, comes Sets, working from the first base side of the rubber. And his next offering. Ran inside, a back pick attempt to first the tag. Not in time. Hampton safe with a head first slide. And Patterson just trying to catch Hampton sleeping. He's caught 2 runners stealing already today. Now looking for his first pickoff. And the pitch was a strike, so 1 ball, 2 strikes on Dunn. With Hampton at first. Sox leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Cipher, long hold, and the pitch. And Dunn skies this high, but foul to the right field side and all the way to the basketball courts.
And the Sox just fouling away pitches, trying to spoil them, trying with some good ABs.
And he stays live. Still 1-2 count on him. As Cipher will pick off to first. Hampton head first slide, safe. 1-2 count still on Dunn. Cipher looking for his 4th strikeout tonight. The pitch. Dunn, chopper to second. Feltis has got it. Flips to second. Sprague does not throw to first. He did not have a play there as Dunn was busting up the line. He reaches via the fielder's choice. It's out number 2 here in the 5th.
This spoils the runner there. And, great job Dunn getting the ball in play, but, you wish, especially right now, it's too close of a game to get in a spot right there, right, taking away your lead runner.
Now here's a guy who's hot. Zach Doyle, a single back in the 3rd, was caught stealing, but he extended his on-base streak to 15 games. Dunn, of course, extending his to 23 with that leadoff double to start the Knights. And Cipher checks in on him. Dunn, a generous lead at first. Doyle batting from the left side. Cipher's pitch to him. He waves and misses on a top-shelf fastball. That's strike 1. And the sun slowly but surely going down here in Wenatchee. Temperature's starting to drop to about 82 degrees. It was up to 100 earlier today. Cipher comes sets. And his 0-1 pitch. They'll pick off to first as Dunn was dancing around at the base. He's back in safely and still a runner on first for the Sox.
Cipher pretty good today. Of course, gave up that 3-run homer in the 1st, but since then, holding the AppleSox to only 2 hits.
His 0-1 pitch now to Doyle.
Ran outside for a ball, and that evens the count.
And 2 away here in the 5th. Sox leading 3-1. Only by 2 runs. They've won each of their games by 1-2 runs. Very close matchups. 1-1 to Doyle. Off the end of the bat, a ground ball up the middle. Feltis dives, smothers it, but has a play nowhere. Everyone's safe. 2 runners on now for the Sox.
Great hit by Doyle, just finding a piece of grass, putting a barrel to the ball, and also good effort by Feltis. Diving, trying to glove it, and preventing Dunn from getting over to 3rd.
Brings up Landon White, the sophomore from Ontario, California. A little bit of a misdirect there. Ontario, California. Never heard of Ontario, California before. 2 outs, 2 runners on. He's facing off against Cipher, who comes sets just above the belt buckle as he takes the breath, looks over at second, and now delivers to White. And he takes the slider outside for strike 1.
Yeah, Ontario in California is just east of Los Angeles.
It's basically in SoCal.
Yeah, in that area.
No balls, 1 strike on White, the kid from SoCal. Having a monster season with the Sox this year, an all-star. And his 0-1 pitch. And he crushes this on a line to 3rd. It bounces in and out of the glove of Batanko, but he picks it up and takes it to 3rd himself for the outs, and that retires the side. The Sox, no runs off 1 hit, no errors, and 2 men left on the base path. They still lead 3-1, and now we're into the 6th inning here in Wenatchee on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM, KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
Foster parents provide the safety, love, and nurturing every child deserves. Many kids are just looking for someone to talk to have fun with, to share their life with. Interested in being a foster parent? Call K Connections at 888-2006. That's 888-2006. K Connections, enhancing the lives of those they serve at 2121 North Wenatchee Avenue.
Getting bored with the white walls in your house? Let Exterior Solutions and Alexandria Moldings brighten up your interior. Available in various sizes, Alexandria Moldings lends to great project ideas. Use them to build up beautiful moldings, design wall and ceiling panels, and practical shelves. They can also revive your staircases to their natural shine. Exterior Solutions can help you find just what you need. Alexandria Moldings at Exterior Solutions, 151st Street Southeast in East Wenatchee.
The Loop Trail Cafe wish the AppleSox the best of success this season. Locally owned, the Loop Trail Cafe has a great menu for breakfast and lunch. Start your morning off with the local famous zombie or breakfast burrito and a cup of coffee or tea. During the hot summer, you'll find ice cream cones. Get a scoop on the Loop. The Loop Trail Cafe, across from the splash pad in the Riverfront Center building at 1 5th Street, Suite 160 in Wenatchee.
Well, after 2 innings pitched, the day's done for Luke Patterson. He hands it off for Derek Render, who takes over here in the top of the 6th innings. The Sox up 3-1 over the Port Angeles Lefties in Game 3 of the series. Render, the sophomore from Utah Tech, coming to the Sox this summer, his first year of summer baseball. He's got the fastball, the slider, the change, and the curve. And, of course, he'll be handling the 4, 5, and 6 hole for the Lefties here. Now, going into the last half of the second third of this ball game. And coming to the plate, it's Jed Staines Traeger, the DH today. After him, Sam Moore, the former AppleSox, and then Nathan Huey, starting first baseman today. Your 3 guaranteed lefties.
Game a lot closer. Honestly, the series a lot closer than you would have liked, as the AppleSox and Lefties kind of tailed 2 teams.
Render from the windup, his first pitch to Traeger. Ran it way inside with the fastball, and it brushes Traeger off the plates. Ball 1.
Take a look at the records. Port Angeles 10-29. The Sox 30-11. So it's pretty much their records just flipped.
Mirror images of each other, basically, as Render prepares and delivers the 1-0 to Traeger. Off the end of the bat, foul. And that's going to even the count. And now it's the 5th inning. I think it's time for the WCL Scoreboard Report presented by Exala Wellness. Visit exalawellness.com today and discover holistic, non-invasive care tailored just for you. 1-1 count with no outs on Traeger, no one on. Here in the top of the 5th, probably to me, top of the 6th inning as Render winds and fires. That's upstairs for ball 2.
Yeah, so Springfield and Portland played a doubleheader today. In Game 1, Portland took the win, 5-4 over the Drifters. Of course, you have this game right now, 3-1 Sox lead.
2-1 count on Traeger. Render, the windup, and the pitch. Inside, jackknifed away for ball 3.
Yakima Valley Pippins right now being shut out 3-0 by the Wawa Sweets. Victoria leads 13-1 over the Nanaimo Night Owls. Ridgefield on top 8-3 over the Marion Berries.
Hitters count for Traeger. Render doesn't want to get away. Here's the pitch. Paints the outside edge for strike 2, and that fills the counts.
Corvallis leads 6-2 over Bend, and then lastly, the second game of the doubleheader, Springfield leads 4-1 over Portland, trying to get some revenge.
And Traeger was not content with that strike call. He takes his time getting back into the box. He's got a full count with no one on and no outs. Just leading off things in the top of the 6th. Render, payoff pitch. Just a hair too low, eludes the bottom rung. It's a leadoff walk to put Traeger on base.
And that is the first walk of this ball game issued by the Sox. I mean, they've done a pretty good job of limiting free passes and, base runners in general.
And it's the 9th quality at bat for the Lefties today. They have just been stringing them along. And they've only put up 1 run, though. Still 3-1 Sox on top. It's Sam Moore now batting from the left side. Switch hitter and a former AppleSox with Traeger at first base. And the pitch from Render. That clips the top rung for a strike.
And Moore, really good day today. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. He's been really the major part of the offense for the Lefties.
0-1 count on him with no outs and an early base runner here in the 6th. Render from the stretch, the breath, and the pitch. And he paints this on the outside edge, strike 2, and Sam Moore finds himself in an early hole. Render wants a strikeout to make up for the walk he just issued to Traeger. No better victim than Moore right here. The 0-2. Inside, it bangs off the equipment of Pastrellini into the netting, gets past him, and that allows Traeger to run into seconds.
Yeah, that was a high kick there. I mean, that nearly went over the edge of the, full screen we have over here at Paul Thomas and settled into the stands.
And I should note, too, the foul ball from Dunn an inning prior is still lodged in the top wire of the netting. A 1-2 count here on Moore with a runner on second. He swings and misses. The fastball high and away. He can't catch it, and that's the first strikeout for Render.
Yeah, any foul ball to that left side of the screen probably going to send two towards the stands.
I'm eager to see how long that ball lasts up there, as there'll be some more foul balls tonight. That's probably eventually just lodge it. Brings up Nathan Huey with one out and a runner in scoring position. That's Traeger there at second. Render checks to him. Now lifts and delivers. Runs the fastball way outside for a ball. And the heater coming in. High 80s, just barely touching 90 for Render. From the right side. Comes set at his belt buckle. Takes the breath. Looks to second. Fires the 1-0. Swing and a miss on the fastball at the bottom of the zone, and Huey just couldn't catch up to it.
Yeah, Huey, 6 RBIs. He's got a runner in scoring position, looking to make that 7 here.
And he's 0 for 2 today. A ground out to Dunn in the second, and struck out Sweeney in the fourth. Even count on him. Pitch to him. And the fastball just runs too far outside. Ball 2. Huey from Faulkner University batted $167 with him this past spring in only 18 games played. 2-1 count, looking to do something here. Pitch from Render. Way high, way outside. Easy take, ball 3.
Yeah, you want to avoid a free pass here. I mean, granted, you do have a force out of any bag after that, but again,
you want to limit the guys on base.
Now you got Traeger at second. The leadoff walk issued by Render. This is his first inning in relief. Now he's got a 3-1 count. Hitter's count on Huey. Pitch to him. And that is going to be a pitch clock violation on Render. He took too long to deliver the pitch. And that is ball 4 automatically to Huey. The second walk of the inning. And now runners on first and second for the Lefties.
Like I said, you want to avoid that. But the beauty is, look at the bright side. Force any bag, now you have a 2-ball situation.
Now it's Matisich, a returner to Port Angeles who played with them last year. Had a solo shot last night. And tonight has an opportunity to come up big again. First pitch to him. He goes after it, shoots it to first. Landon White's got it. He throws to second, gets the out there. They don't throw to first. Traeger into third, and now the Lefties have him on the corners.
That's perfectly executed right there by White. Great job of catching on the forehand, then spinning around, fired it over to second, and Hampton a great dig to catch it off the ground. There's just no play at first.
So Matisich reaches on the fielder's choice as it scoots Traeger to third. Still 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Now it's Brady Sprague, the starting shortstop today, batting in the 8th hole. 0 for 2 today. Ground into an inning-ending double play in the 4th. Right now, he wants an RBI to chip into the AppleSox lead. And the pitch to him. And he takes the slider that slid onto the outside edge for strike 1.
Yeah, last AB grounded out into the play. First AB was a strikeout, so not the best day for Sprague here.
Render picks off to first to keep an eye on Matisich. He of course got Matisich at first, Traeger at third. Sox leading 3-1, but the Lefties with a tying run at first base. Now the 0-1 to Sprague. And he slaps it foul right at Feltis on deck. He had to duck out of the way, loses the bat in the process, and man, his life flashing before his eyes.
Yeah, always gotta have heads up right there. Watch out. Got these college level bats. That's been insane. Exit velos.
0-2 count on Sprague. Derek Render could get a strikeout here and could end the inning. The 0-2. Check swing on a pitch outside, but he rings him up on the location. The slider from Render freezes Sprague, And he leaves 2 runners on base. No runs off, no hits, no errors. 2 men left on base for the Lefties, and the Sox cling to that 3-1 lead. We're into the bottom of the 6th. Don't go anywhere. It's AppleSox Baseball on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Link Transit is your free, clean, and safe ride to where you need to go. Whether you need to go to work, school, run errands, or taking a day trip to Leavenworth or Chelan, Link can take you there. Save gas and don't worry about parking. Plan your trip with Google Maps, Apple Maps, or the Transit app. Skip the fuss. Take the bus with Link Transit.
Come experience the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing at Pybus Public Market, your family-friendly destination for exceptional craft beer, great food, and a welcoming atmosphere. With 20 rotating taps featuring Hellbent craft brews and local ciders, plus a full bar and local wine list, there's something for everyone. Their chef-driven seasonal menu showcases the freshest local ingredients with bold American and Pan-Asian flavors in every dish. Open daily, visit the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing and embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley.
Batter up for a big milestone. A proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies, is celebrating 25 years of trusted HVAC, electrical, and development work in our valley. Beyond their expertise, Salcedo is hitting it out of the park with philanthropy, generously supporting over 70 nonprofits, churches, and schools across Chelan, Douglas, and Grant counties. They're proud to be locally grown and committed to keeping our valley a great place to call home. Thank you, Salcedo Group of Companies.
Are you ready to embark on a flavor-filled journey right in the heart of the Wenatchee Valley? Well, look no further than the Tap Room by Hellbent Brewing, where the vibrant energy of Pybus Market meets the delightful world of craft beer and gourmet cuisine. Now, Render took over in the top of the 6th inning, and even though it got a little dicey, runners on first and third, he was able to catch, break, window shopping, struck him out looking to hang a 0 in the 6th. Now we're into the bottom half of it. It's Kainoa Santiago leading off for the Sox. And after him, Aiden Lopez, then Tyler Jones, your 3 guaranteed batters late in this game. And, of course, Cypher still on the mound for the Lefties. The righty steps back and delivers to Santiago. He skips this on the inner white line for a ball.
And Santiago hitless today 0 for 2, 2 flyouts. I mean, he always benefits from the wind tunnel blown out towards right. See if he can take advantage of it in this AB.
Cypher winds and delivers, and the fastball runs a bit high and just a little bit too outside. Ball 2. And Cypher, 58 pitches so far today. He has been efficient. We're here in the 6th. And now delivers the 2-0 to Santiago. Inside, and it hit him right on the thigh. Santiago, stoic as ever, hit by pitch to put him on base. And he extends his on-base streak to 9 games.
Good to see for Santiago there. Of course, you'd love to see a walk. Of course, it gets him closer towards the record, but the Sox will take the base runner.
Yeah, Santiago, 31 free passes issued to him this year, and the record 42. So he's 11 away from tying history. If he can get 43, that would have him standing alone. And, of course, he's also 3 home runs away from the home run record. So, it's plenty of time to get it done. Obviously, you have quite a few series left. After this one, the Sox play Bellingham here at home, then Kelowna and Kamloops on the road, and then you close out the regular season in Victoria, plus postseason to possibly get it done as well. Aiden Lopez now, another left-handed batter, going up against the righty Cypher on the mound. As Cypher checks to first, now comes Sets. And the offering on the way to Lopez. And he takes the fastball outside. It just cuts the corner for a strike.
Now Lopez is just a hot bat today. Hope we can bring in this runner here over at first.
And he's 2 for 2, double in the 4th, and a 3-run tank in the 1st. 413 feet to right field. He's behind the count 0-1. Cypher, the pitch. And he smokes this down the right field line, but foul and by about 50 feet as it rolls all the way to the Port Angeles bullpen.
He is all over the baseball today. Just early on, that off-speed left center cut.
And right field looking mighty nice for Lopez. That double was a wall banger off the right field fence. He wants to go there again. And Cypher picks off to first. Santiago in safely, easily. And Lopez getting his second double tonight. his first home run. And, of course, his 5th RBI with that 3-run home run. He's in a hole here, no balls, 2 strikes. The offering from Cipher ran way outside. A good take for ball 1.
Got to protect here, but also be disciplined here with 2 strikes. Now it's a 1-2 count. Lopez looking to extend the AB.
Wind whipping to right field. Lopez, 1-2 count on him with Santiago at first. The pitch from Cipher. He just battles it off and stays alive.
You know, I thought that foul ball would finally knock off the ball on the top of the netting from Santiago done earlier, but just does not get it off.
Fear it might be up there forever, unless we have a brave fan here who climbs up and removes it. Send one of the kids, the youngest. 1-2 count on Lopez. Pitch to him. High and outside, he flinched the hands, but did not swing as they back pick to first, and Santiago has to hurry back to the base.
Yeah, they thought about back picking pretty much all game today, but finally executed there with 1.
Count evens on Lopez. Sox lead 3-1 here in the 6th inning. Lopez wants to extend that lead. 2-2 count, no outs. Cipher's pitch. Ran the fastball outside again, and that fills it this time. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Lopez putting together a quality at-bat here. Full count, no outs. Santiago at first. Sox up by 2. Cipher's pitch. Santiago takes off. The pitch is outside. Ball 4. They throw down anyway. It gets away from the shortstop Sprague into center, and Santiago will coast into third. Some mental mistakes by the lefties, and the Sox will have him on the corners.
You just can't do that. They're always, you back up that throw, and they weren't doing that there. It trickles into center field, and that's also why sometimes you'll steal on that play right there. You know, it's a 3-2 count. Why not try and steal and take advantage of a play like that?
That was the 4th walk tonight for Cipher, and right on cue, the pitching coach for the Lefties comes out, takes the rock for him, and that is it for Cipher. Man, he put in a long start today all the way to the 6th inning, and it's finally done after 5 innings total pitch. And we'll figure out who the new face is when we come back here in just a little bit on the AppleSox Radio Network.
When saying goodbye feels overwhelming, Brookside Funeral Home is by your side. The Moeller family and our staff, now serving the Wenatchee Valley with the same award-winning compassion and dedication we have shared for years as an independent, locally owned funeral home. Brookside Funeral Home, helping you honor life and celebrate memories. Brookside Funeral Home, here for you when it matters most. Learn more at brooksidefuneral.com.
When you need prescriptions filled, visit Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy. Locally owned and in business since 1945, Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy is your friendly Health Mart pharmacy ready to serve you. They've made it their goal to meet the special healthcare needs of families throughout North Central Washington. Stop in or use their convenient drive-thru to get all your questions answered and prescriptions filled. Wenatchee Clinic Pharmacy, 509-662-5801 and at 820 North Chelan.
Have you ever thought about how much you're on your feet? A comfortable pair of boots can make a real difference. If you've had a hard time finding a good pair of boots, visit Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, where you'll find a good selection of Danner boots, including Light 2s, Vicious, and Radical 453s. They also carry Smoke Jumper and Hawthorne white boots. Neil's Boots, Shoes and Repair, 811 South Wenatchee Avenue.
5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 4 walks, only 1 strikeout, and 3 runs given up. That's the final line for Cipher, who is finally done for the day. He takes a seat on the bench and gives it to Andre Titus, the left-hander, coming in relief here for the Lefties, making his 4th appearance of the summer. He's got a 5.79 ERA. He's the freshman out of Edmonds, Washington, currently at Pacific Lutheran University, and made only 1 appearance with them this past spring and went scoreless in just a third of an inning. So he basically got just 1 out, and that was it for his spring with PLU. 0 ERA for him. And he's going to be drawing Tyler Jones first in relief with runners on the corners. Lopez at first and Santiago at third. And the Sox leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And Titus gets his signs, comes set. The left-hander from the stretch. Third base side of the rubber. Pitch to Jones. He squares to bunt, pulls it back. The pitch dropped off the table. That's ball one.
Yeah, runners at the corners here. Sox with a 2-run lead. Could really extend that here. You don't want to go into extras like yesterday.
1-0 count on Jones. Runners on the corners. Sox want to extend the lead. Need a larger cushion if they want to beat the lefties. Titus, the pitch. Right down Main Street for a strike. Now, PLU, if I'm not mistaken, I believe they beat the University of Washington 2 years ago, so in 2025, I believe, which was a bit of an upset at the time.
Yeah.
1-1 count on Jones. Titus's pitch. High and outside, he takes for a ball.
Crazy to think that, Titus plays on the PLU football team as well. Like Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson, but not as strong, not as tall, most likely not as athletic. 2-1 count, and Jones calls time. He's got some dust in his eye that got kicked up by the wind here at Paul Thomas. Blowing about 16 miles an hour out towards right field. And Jones now able to clear it out of the eyelid. Steps back in. Batting from the right side, facing off against the left-hander Titus, kid from Edmonds, Washington. Jones wants to come up big. Pitch from Titus. And he swings at the breaking ball and just takes a part of it back to the netting, and the count evens.
And this wind kind of clears out the haze, too. Now you can finally see the hills of East Wenatchee and a bit towards Chelan as well.
And the smoke creating a nice filter for the sunlight, painting it a nice kind of bright orange across the sky, making the sunset look pretty. And the 2-2 pitch now on the way to Jones. He swings, just fouls it off. It takes a chunk out of Patterson behind the plates, and he stays alive.
Patterson thought he caught that for a second, tried to show the home plate ump that, hey, I caught it, but didn't realize it bounced out of his glove.
Count stays at 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jones. The two-way player who's getting the start today at third. Titus checks to first. Now lifts and delivers. And Jones goes after it, hits it high, straight back, and out of play, foul. Yeah, Titus playing on the PLU football team. I wonder what position he plays. That's my question.
What
are we guessing? If you were to ask me, it's either a wide receiver or a cornerback.
The first thing that came to mind was kicker.
2-2 pitch to Jones. And this breaking ball floats into the zone. Jones takes it. That's strike 3.
Yeah, tough take there, but close enough. And on 2 strikes, got to wave your bat.
Got to protect with 2 strikes, and Jones just did not do that. Now brings up Gage Wareham, who is 0 for 2 today, lined out to Sprague back in the second, and grounded out to Huey in the 4th. He bats with 1 away, and still runners on the corners for the Sox. And from the left side, going up against the left-hander Titus, first in relief here for the lefties. And the lefty kicks and deals. Wareham squares the bunt and drops it right to Titus, who picks it up, throws to first as Santiago head first slide to score. An RBI sack bunt for Wareham. Wow, his 5th of the year.
Honestly, Titus kind of had to play at the plate if he wanted to, but he didn't take a long time looking towards home. He honestly had tunnel vision and went straight to first.
A quality at bat there for Wareham. And it makes it 4-1 Sox here in the 6th inning. Now it's Michael Postroleni batting from the left side. Another left-hand batter as Titus kicks and deals. The slider inside just cuts the corner for a strike.
Postroleni 0 for 2 today, looking to, tally a hit and bring home Lopez here.
And Postroleni, one of the 3 catchers in the rotation for the Sox. 0-1 count on him with 2 away. And Lopez at second. The pitch. He goes after the outside slider and fends it off to the parking lots.
Great job on the slider right there, recognizing it early and understanding where it's going on the outer half, so he takes his bat that way and tries to hit it towards left field.
1-1 count. 2 outs here in the 6th. Sox leading by 3. They've already struck for 1. And Postroleni could make it 2. And pitch on the way. Goes after the slider away, serves it up to left field, right at Sam Moore, who reaches up for the catch for the outs, and the side retired. Sox, 1 run off no hits, no errors, and they do leave 1 man out at second base, but they extend the lead 4-1. They're up by 3, and it is time to head into the 7th inning here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Running a business is no small task. Hi, this is Jeff Rounds, president of Lipke Insurance. At Lipke Insurance, we take the headache out of shopping for the right insurance protection. Our experienced agents will review our numerous top companies to find the right protection at the best price. Let us take care of the risks so you can concentrate on your business. Let's talk today.
Lipke Insurance. Call 888-902-1800. Online at lipke.com.
Hop into my Chevy. We're gonna take a ride. We're going down to Easy's Burgers where the food is dynamite. Easy's Burgers. Easy's Burgers, oh yeah. Fast, friendly, and delicious. They really do it right. Serving up those burgers every day and every night. Big kids, little kids, mom and dad too. Easy's Burgers. Made fresh for you.
The Sox strike for 1 in the bottom of the 6th. They make it 4-1 as we head to the 7th inning. On the play-by-play, who else but Jackson Dodd?
Thank you, Smith. Appreciate you. Will Feltis leads it off here, like you said. And, you know, they're trying to make some work as the AppleSox right now lead 4-1 here in Game 3, looking for a series sweep. They've swept the Lefties before just a couple of weeks ago in Port Angeles as Derek Render fires home the first offering of the 7th. Fastball below the knees, ball 1. And, you know, the Sox in that series were a bit more dominant. It was 20-1 Game 1, 10-3 Game 2, and then 5-3 in Game 3. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball chopped in the glove of White. Underhand toss to Render in time for out number 1. Bit of a, you know, no-look toss, kind of like Patrick Mahomes from the Chiefs by Landon White right there as he's striding towards the mound and just, you know, sidearm, no-look, and great play.
It's little Mahomey there.
And here's Tomo Holden, and, you know, here's a guy who, you know, is 0 for 2 today. A sack bunt as well in the 3rd, as here's Render's first pitch. Fastball off the plate, ball 1.
I didn't realize we had Chris Collinsworth in the booth today.
You said Mahomey, I had to use it. Holden just below 300, batting .273, and Render's 1-0 on the way. It's in the dirt, ball 2. Render coming in for Luke Patterson. He's officially the 4th arm the Sox have utilized today. Jack Berg got the start, was on a pitch count, tossed 2 scoreless innings. Render's 2-0. Runs inside, and it clips off his helmet. Some argue it's off the bat. He's going to go over to first, and the home plate ump having some words towards the AppleSox dugout, telling them to trust his decision to hit by a pitch officially.
I believe the quote verbatim was, "You guys are over there, I'm over here." He picked it up on the hot mic, and man, respect to correct there behind the plate, saying, "Hey, you're not the ump today."
And you know, it's a valid point. Mm-hmm. You know, he's right there, can see it because that was close play. It was the bat right near his head. But here's Garrett Patterson with 1 out and a man over at first. Render checks over to first base, and Holden slides in safely. Patterson leads the team in average, batting .333 as Render takes a look over again at first base.
Yeah, Holden there at first from Federal Way, home of Wild Waves. I mentioned earlier today that Wild Waves is closing down after this year.
Render's first offering to Patterson. Center cut, strike.
And there's actually two parts to Wild Waves. There's Wild Waves, which is the water park, and then there's the Enchanted Village, which is the theme park part of it with all the roller coasters and everything. 50 years. And it's finally done.
Renders 0-1. Slider sweeps across the outer black for strike 2. Smith, I'm guessing you've gone to Wild Waves before. I have not.
I have never once in my life gone to Wild Waves.
You have not?
Never once.
How do you know so much about Wild Waves history then?
We don't ask about that.
No balls and 2 strikes. Render, set at the belt, lifts his leg and fires. Fastball kicks away from Pod-Shaleni, and an easy stolen back for Toma Holden.
That's a bit of a big deal on the west side that Wild Waves is closing down. Institution, like I said, 50 years, celebrating their 50th year with basically saying, hey, we're going out with a bang. It's our last year. You know, so even though I've never been to Wild Waves, it was one of those things that my family would drive past it all the time. And, you know, as kids, you're growing up, you're just like, Mom, Dad, can we go to Wild Waves? And they're just like, no.
It's like we have McDonald's at home kind of thing.
Pretty much, yeah. It's just a splash pad at home.
Slip and slide, right?
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes, man on second base now after the pass ball. Renders slider inside ball 2.
I could go for a slip and slide right now.
Yeah, I mean, a hot stretch of games so far. It's going to cool down on Friday and Saturday. It has a small chance of rain, actually, on Saturday. It was around 40% chance of rain, which, you know, not for sure if we're going to see some, but, of course, with all the fires around, you know, we'll take it. The count is still even at 2s on Patterson, as Render got a new ball. He'll peer in, working from the stretch. And the 2-2 pitch. Patterson swings through it, strike 3. There's Render's first strikeout of his outing. It brings 2 outs in the top of the 7th.
Now batting. Third base.
No Patenko. He's 2 for 3, pair of singles and a ground out. His first hit came yesterday. It was a 3-run shot.
I mean, I haven't been to Wild Waves, but I have been to Great Wolf Lodge.
Ooh.
So, I don't know if it's quite, it's maybe a little bit cooler than Wild Waves, but, you know, who cares, you know?
Render looks over at second, fires towards the plate. The slider in the dirt. Good block by Pod-Shaleni. The count's 1-0. Yeah, I've only ever been to, you know, Slide Waters. I have not gone to Silverwood before. That's kind of a staple here. My sister has, but I have not.
Yeah, Rory, our games presentation intern, telling us that Silverwood's really fun. Very, very fun.
Render at the belt. Kicks and deals. Next pitch chopped over to shortstop. Hampton, sidearm throw in time for out number 3. Lefties leave 1 man on after no hits, no errors, and no runs. Sox lead 4-1. It's time to stretch here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
NCW.News is your source for accurate and intensely local news across North Central Washington. Part of Ward Media, an independent company committed to local journalism, NCW.News provides stories from our network-respected community newspapers. Stay informed with news from the Lake Chelan Mirror, Leavenworth Echo, Cashmere Valley Record, Quad City Herald, and Wenatchee Business Journal. With over 100 years recording the region's history, NCW.News and Ward Media keep communities engaged on the issues that matter most. Visit NCW.News for local news you can trust.
Your teenage years are full of unknowns. Your bank shouldn't be one of them. With People's Bank Teen Access Checking, account holders can build healthy money habits while learning to manage their spending. There are no monthly service charges, no balance requirements, and if the parent or guardian has an existing People's Bank account, adding Teen Access takes less than 10 minutes. You know your teen, we know banking. Teen Access Checking from People's Bank. Easy for them, easier for you. Member FDIC.
Hi folks, Kelly Herschel from Valley Tractor and Rentals, your one-stop Kubota shop. Kubota and Valley Tractor is keeping it simple. You want the best-selling compact tractor? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact excavator? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling compact skid steer? Buy a Kubota. You want the best-selling diesel zero-turn mower? Buy a Kubota. You want the best? Buy a Kubota. Kubota and Valley Tractor since 1948, Baker Flats, East Wenatchee.
Sox lead 4-1 here in the bottom half. The 7th had a nice stretch there. And now it's Bryce Hampton, who kicks it off for the Sox. Nice lead so far, but not exactly a comfortable one, as, the Sox had a lead in yesterday's ball game, but the Lefties tied it up. We went to extras, finished up the ball game around the 3.5-hour mark in the 11th inning. Defensive substitution now. It's Caleb Campbell over at first base coming in for Nathan Huey. First pitch to Hampton. He swings through it for strike one.
Hampton been struggling a little bit here in this series. 1 for 8. And he grounded out 3 times in last night's game and 0 for 1 tonight.
A total average of 139 this summer. Titus is 0-1 just inside a hair. And the count is that 1-1. Count at 1 in each. Infield playing straight up. Lights starting to glare down on Paul Thomas. The pitch to Hampton. High, ball 2.
And, Hampton played in quite a few games now as a Sox and just hasn't quite gotten out of that ruts of batting below 200. You got to hope that he starts to string something together here in the next few series.
Titus kicks and deals. The pitch inside, ball 3, and Hampton went to WSU in his first year. Smith, your alma mater, now at McLennan Community College.
Go Cougs.
And now Hampton retying his shoe. Doesn't want to get caught on his shoelaces there. Don't blame him.
And Hampton doesn't have it on right now, but his leg guard is from Wazoo. Says Cougars on it, in crimson.
The 3-1 pitch to Hampton. He lines this over to the glove of Feltus at second base. Nice swing there, but just off the end of the bat. It's time to take a look at this day in baseball history, presented by NCW News, the NCW News Network, Akron's NCW local news for North Central Washington. Check ncw.news for community stories every single day. So Raphael Dunn going to kick off here with 1 out. Titus, glove at the face. From the windup, the pitch. Dunn smacks it down the first base line, foul. So today, July 23rd, 2010, it's deja vu all over again as Zach Gallagher tosses 8 innings and the AppleSox defeat the Bellingham Bells 1-0 in 10 innings at Joe Martin Field. Titus steps back and fires. And the pitch runs inside, hits him right on the back. That can't feel good. Gallagher had previously fired 8 innings and defeat the Bells on June 20th at home, but was even better this time, striking out 6 while only allowing 2 hits and issuing 2 walks. The AppleSox score the game's only run at the top of the 10th. Trent Bridges lead off with a double and scores 2 batters later on a single by Eric Peterson. Now it's Zach Doyle for the Sox. He is 2 for 3 today with a pair of singles, a runner on first and 1 out. Sox lead 4-1 here in the bottom frame of the 7th. The Lefties' first offering. Doyle skips it over to second. Feltus steps on the bag, fires to first. The throw to first not in time, but they do get the force out.
And there was some pandemonium there at second base because Sprague and Feltus were just not on the same page. Sprague was at second, waiting for the flip, and Feltus kind of late called him off and then bodied him kind of out of the way to step on second, and then threw kind of in the air to first. That's why he didn't get the out there. And Mitch Darlington, arguing with the field ump Rentschler, saying, hey, there was a kerfuffle there at second. Dust is flying everywhere. How can you confidently say he stepped on second base?
Yeah, it's just kind of tough there, especially, just infielders. You got to communicate better with that, especially on a possible 2-ball there. I think he had a better chance if he actually did the toss, because he was a couple steps away from the bag, and it's just awkward having to work, a couple shuffle steps to your right and then fire to first, take the momentum and go towards second, and then trust your shortstop to go to first.
The first baseman, number 22, Landon White.
So now it's Landon White, confirmed out for Dunn. It's 2 outs, and you got Zach Doyle over at first base. Titus set. The righty at the chest. Kicks and deals. Slider rolled over to shortstop. It eats Sprague up. Has no throw on another error for the Lefties today. Their third.
Yeah, just a funky hop to Sprague and took it right off the chest. Now it's just basically a jab right in between, right on the jersey, right in the logo, and then had to pick it up, no throw to first. So now 2 runners on with only 2 outs here in the 7th inning.
Yeah, Canoa Santiago, hitless today. 0 for 2, 2 flyouts, but hit by pitch and a run scored in the 6th.
Runners first and second, 2 outs. Titus looking to get out of the inning. First pitch is a slider off the plate, ball 1.
Folks, we let you hang in way back in the 5th. We never told you who won the ketchup and mustard race.
Mm-hmm.
Tell you here, it was mustard
for the 6th straight race.
Don't even get me started. Ketchup, underrated right now. 1-0 pitch. Slider on the inner half for a strike. I was talking with our runners, ketchup and mustard today. And I told I expressed my thoughts, I think it could be rigged. Mustard just winning too many times. They needs to get checked, tested a couple times. Titus is 1-1 to Santiago. Fouls it off the netting. The count's 1-2.
Now, it should be noted that the Sox only have 4 quality at-bats today.
Yeah, that is a bit of a lackluster day. Only 5 total hits for the Sox. Titus taking a long time trying to get his pitch from Patterson. Agrees to this one here. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Santiago. Slider, strike 3, called on the outer half, and that's the side. The Sox leave 2 runners on after no hits, 1 error, and no runs. They lead 4-1 as we head to the 8th on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Friendly, professional staff where they take care of all of your dentistry needs. Fillings, cleanings, root canals, crowns and bridges, orthodontic appliance therapy, oral surgery, and dental implants. Complete dentistry for the whole family, where their experienced staff takes pride in offering comfortable care in a relaxed atmosphere and strive to exceed your expectations. Dr. Scott Bibbins Family Dentistry. Now at their new home at 445 Mission Street, across from Banner Bank in Wenatchee. The convenient parking off Mission and 5th Street.
Since 1977, Hagelin's Trophies has provided North Central Washington with the best in awards. Capture those special memories with a trophy, plaque, or award from Hagelin's Trophies. They also engrave name badges, desk and wall signs, and can customize your badges, signs, and awards with your logo on their laser engraving system. If you need promotional items, they can help there too. Hagelin's Trophies, 123 North Chelan in Wenatchee, and at Hagelin'sTrophies.com.
Discover what premier senior living is all about at Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care in beautiful Wenatchee. Blossom Valley Assisted Living and Blossom Creek Memory Care communities provide seniors with a stress-free style of living that enhances the mind, body, and spirit. There's always so much going on, from shopping trips to gardening to fitness activities. Plus, you can enjoy peace of mind knowing that trained care staff are present 24/7. Schedule a private tour experience at Blossom Valley and Blossom Creek.
Back here, Paul Thomas. Let's thank the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market. Celerity Credit Union presents the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market every Saturday from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. in the west lot of Pybus Public Market. Sox lead 4-1 here in the 8th. Jed Stange Traeger leads it off for the Lefties. Traeger 0 for 2 today. A walk in the 6th. Render kicks and deals. Fastball runs inside, backs him off the plate. And the count's 1-0.
Yeah, Traeger plays for Youngstown University, which I've never heard of. Apparently they're the Penguins.
1-0 pitch. Fastball in the dirt, kicks away from the glove of Pozzolini, and the count is 2-0. I wonder where Youngstown University is.
That's the question.
Two balls and no strikes, no outs, nobody on. The pitch from Render. Fastball high, ball 3.
So it is in Ohio, specifically Youngstown, Ohio. So, hence the name Youngstown.
3 balls, no strikes. Yeah, the pitch from Derek Render on the way. Fastball just high, ball 4, a 4-pitch walk. Fastball just barely missed the plate.
Yeah, they were founded back in 1908, so over a century ago.
Now batting, left fielder, number 45.
I love how, sometimes in college baseball, just college in general, there's just some colleges you haven't heard of before.
Yeah, their mascot is Pete the Penguin.
Pete the Penguin.
Pete the Penguin.
Render's first offer into the AppleSox, Sam Moore. Skips foul for strike one. And, speaking of mascots, the Lefties mascot is called Timber. He is an Olympic marmot species native to the Olympic range of mountains near Port Angeles.
Yeah. I
learned that after the 20-1 game. You got to find some interesting ways as Renter checks back to first, and he's in there safely. I learned about the colors of the Lefties, why they're named that way, and, of course, about Timber, the mascot.
The more you know.
0-1 here on Sam Moore. He skips it off his leg, and it's going to be a dead ball, but another strike tallied on this count.
Yeah, the motto for Youngstown University, apparently, so in Latin, it's Animus Liberatus. And in English, it's the mind freed.
It's very insightful, Smith.
Oh, those are bars right there.
That is.
Yeah.
Man on first, an 0-2 count, no outs. Sox looking for either a strikeout here or a 2-ball. Render working from the stretch, takes a breath. The 0-2 fouled back into the netting. The count remains no balls and 2 strikes. Sam Moore, switch hitter. Of course, batting lefty against the righty is slight advantage. He wags his bat, awaits the offering, and the 0-2 pitch from Derek Render. Moore waves and misses. 2 strikeouts for Derek Render. Hands him the first out in the 8th.
The first baseman.
Yeah, 4th strikeout for Render. The 10th tonight for the AppleSox. They are carving up the Lefties, and yet they're only leading by 3 runs.
Nathan Huey. Now on the plate. Caleb Campbell. The check back is not in time. Campbell came in earlier in the bottom half of the 7th. Next offer into Campbell and the dirt. And the count is now 1-0. Huey did not a great day. 0 for 2. Ground out, strikeout, and a walk in the 6th inning. He was caught in a force out, taking him away from that side. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball, center cut, strike 1. Renner just going after these batters. Love to see it here. I mean, that's the motto from pitching coach Quincy Vassar. Don't mess around, just go right at him. Render's 1-1. Swing, a line drive, foul into the netting, and the count is now 1-2. Sox hoping for a 2-ball here. They've had 1 today off the bat of the Lefties, hoping to repeat that. Defense, pretty solid for the Sox today. They did have an error. The Lefties, in contrast, have 3. 1-2 pitch. Slider pulled away towards the Lefties' batter's box. The count now even at 2s.
And Campbell all the way from Juneau, Alaska. Technically a part of the United States, but basically just Canada.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Render's offering. Fastball, chase tie. And the count is now, yes, there it is. There is the strikeout. As Lance Craig initially didn't signal for a strike 3 call, but there is a strikeout for Derek Render.
And back-to-back Ks, both swinging. 5th one tonight for Render. He has just been insane. Out of relief here, going into his 3rd inning of work, and now an out away from stranding Traeger at first.
Yeah, Sam Matisich now, the returning lefty, though he is a righty in the box. Render's first offering. Fastball kicks away from Podstreleni, and Traeger slides into second safely.
That's a little funny whenever there's a righty for the lefties. Because it just feels like you're having a stroke whenever you say something like that. You're just like, here's the delivery from the righty for the lefties. Or the lefties, the righties. It's madness.
Well, you know, they're called the lefties because of their geographical location in the upper left region of the United States.
Yes.
Renders 1-0. The fastball just high, ball 2. And we'll finish up with the third fun fact as well. The colors, orange and blue, because of the sunsets over the water of the Strait of Juan de Fuca. And it's just, you know, the lefties, just a lot of rich history within their organization. The 2-0 pitch from Render. Fastball flared away for strike 1. Runner on second base and a 2-1 count. 2 outs. Sox leading 4-1 right now. They're looking for a series sweep. That'd be their second off the hands of the lefties this season. Render, great job in relief so far. Here's his 2-1 pitch. It's a fastball. Dot on the outer half for strike 2.
Yeah, the Sox swept the lefties last time they played them in Port Angeles. That was July 7th, 8th, and 9th. And so now, one win away from doing it back-to-back times.
And 2 weeks ago, Render looking for 3 straight strikeouts to close out the 8th. Here's the 2-2 pitch from the righty. It's cued foul towards the AppleSox dugout. He stays alive. Manasic still hitless today, reaching on an error in the 4th and a fielder's choice in the 6th. Still searching for that first hit. The lefties out hitting the Sox right now 6-5. But again, 3 errors and give the other team the lead. Renders 2-2 to Sam Manasic on the way. Swing and a miss. Caught fishing. Derek Render closes out the 8 after striking out 3 in a row. They left 1 man on after no hits and no errors. Sox lead 4-1 as we head to the bottom half of the 8th on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Get drawn for Raceway Riches at 12 Tribes Casinos, and your horse will be a guaranteed winner. One lucky guest will be drawn every hour from 5 to 10 p.m. to watch their horse barrel down our Clinco Hill to win up to $5,000 every Friday and Saturday in July and August. Then on August 29th, get drawn for the finale to share in a total of $55,000 at 12 Tribes Omac Casino Hotel, Lake Chelan Casino, and Coulee Dam Casino. 12 Tribes Casinos. Far from the ordinary. Close to the adventure. Gambling problem? Please play responsibly. Call 1-800-522-4700.
I have come to the conclusion that one useless man is called a disgrace, that 2 are called a law firm, and that 3 or more become a Congress. And by God, I have had this Congress.
250 years ago, the spark was lit, and a new America was forged in the flames. From the Numerica Performing Arts Center and Jamie Donegan Productions, Hot August Nights features Tony Award-winning musical 1776. July 31st through August 15th at the Numerica Pack. Tickets for 1776 now on sale at numericapack.org.
Mission Ridge, proud sponsor of AppleSox Baseball, says, let's go, Sox. Hope you're enjoying the game. Head up to the Chair 5 Pub at Mission Ridge. Open Fridays through Sundays all summer long. It's your spot for great food, local drinks, and unbeatable mountain views high above the valley. Whether you're wrapping up a day on the trails, looking to cool off from the summer heat, or just want a relaxed place to hang out with friends and family, the Chair 5 Pub delivers. Keep the good times rolling after the final inning. Visit missionridge.com to learn more.
Abe Lopez leads off the bottom half of the 8th. The first pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Contact Lefties Insurance for your home, auto, life, health, business, and farm insurance. Here before you need us. Peace of mind delivered online at Lefties.com. Titus rears back and deals. The 1-0 is a called strike on a slider. Lefties, only 2 arms utilized here in this game 3 as the Sox look for a series sweep, secured the series win last night. The 1-1 flared foul towards the cars in the parking lot, and the count is now 1-2.
Oh, that doesn't hit my truck. It's just sitting out there in the parking lot, right on the front line.
Yeah, I'm parked right next to you, actually.
Oh, we're twinning. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that worries me whenever it goes out that way. The 1-2 pitch to Lopez. Slider just a hair high, but clips top of the zone for a backwards K on Aiden Lopez.
That's second strikeout tonight for Titus. He got Santiago looking to end the 7th on a similar location, and now gets Lopez there. So, technically back-to-back strikeouts for Titus.
He's facing Tyler Jones now, who, was signed initially as a pitcher for the Sox, but has played second, short, and third. He got his first outing in relief yesterday. First offering, his fastball off the plate, ball 1.
And he pitched with the University of Oregon mainly while he was there. Did get some at-bats, batted $143 in just 3 games played.
The 1-0. Jones takes on the out of black for strike 1.
Well, when you really think about it, he actually played as a batter more than he pitched. He only got 2 appearances with the Ducks.
The 1-1. Below the knees, ball 2.
He only spun 2 1/3 innings with the University of Oregon in 2025 and then did not pitch at all in 2026.
2 balls, 1 strike. The pitch from Titus. Runs inside, ball 3.
And Jones at high school, there's a reason why he went to the U of O. He was the 9th overall player in Washington, with the 3rd-ranked shortstop in the States back in 2024.
3 balls, 1 strike on Tyler Jones. Titus's pitch. Well outside for a 5-pitch walk with 1 out. And the Lefties, today, only 2 pitchers. And let's contrast that to the last series. Game 1, the Lefties utilized 7 pitchers. And this is 2 weeks ago. This is in the original series.
Yeah.
And Game 2, they brought out 5.
Nice.
And the last one it got better with only using 3. But 7 pitchers in 1 game, that was the 20-1 AppleSox victory. And that was, a long one. Here's Gage Wareham with 1 out. Slider chops it over the glove of Campbell. Tosses to second, and they get the out there. And, man, just unfortunate there for the Sox, not wanting to get that fate, but that is what it is.
Number 12.
So the retires Jones, who is trying to advance over to second base. And just textbook play by Campbell. Michael Podstrelani, the AppleSox catcher today. First pitch. Titus kicks and deals. Slider off the plate for a ball.
And Podstrelani 0 for 3 today. Struck out swinging in the 2nd, grounded out to first in the 5th, and flew out to left field in the 6th.
1 ball, no strikes. The pitch to Michael Podstrelani from Titus is a breaking ball in the dirt, ball 2.
And Podstrelani making up for some lost time with UC Irvine. He only played in 4 games, 7 at-bats, no hits, so a 0 average for him. Struck out 4 times.
Podstrelani, in the 3-man rotation for catchers for the Sox. It's nice they have some depth like that. The 2-0 pitch. Runs high, ball 3.
Yeah, only in WCL will you get a catcher rotation. Really, it's the only place we'll get that. And these teams in WCL, the players come and go, really. They just cycle in and out. You get a big roster at the start of the year, and you get them through various parts of the season.
The 3-0 clips top zone for a strike. Yeah, it's Knomar Saku who had the walk-off single yesterday, and then Akani Uduni as well to round out that rotation. 3-1 pitch. Caught at the knees for a strike.
And you mix in the late season signings of guys who weren't necessarily on the initial roster, and they show up, and the Sox have been benefiting from quite a few of them.
And then, Joe Copeland, Jake Overstreet, Nathan Woodside on the first half as well. Payoff pitch. Runs inside, hits off the hand. Cannot feel good on Podstrelani. We're going to see if that, may have also caught a piece of the bat. It's clear it hit his hand.
Yeah, definitely hit his hand. You could tell by the choice words, the expletives he had for having that pitch run inside on him. Just a very vehement reaction to it. And hit by pitch, that's great for the Sox. Now you got 2 runners on, but if it's foul ball. Technically, that ball went into fair ground, didn't it?
It did.
It did. So the question is, did they throw to first on that? And I'm not sure what exactly the ruling would be. If it's in fair ground, if they didn't make a play on it, would he be safe if he goes to first, or would they just do the pitch over? That's my question. This is what always gets a little complicated.
And it says they're just going to rule it as a hit by pitch at the end of the day. Howard Skyman going to go out and run for Pod Streleni. And yeah, it's kind of a tough situation. It did hit his hand, and then it wasn't a full swing, however. It was a bit of like a foul ball that then bounced in play, but because it did technically hit his hand, you would think it might have been a dead ball. But ruling is a hit by pitch. The Sox will take it there. And Skyman now at first base. Cage Wareham over at second.
And Tyler Scoutman was the pinch runner last night who scored the winning run. You know, Morisaki's RBI single up the middle. It was Scoutman who was flying around the base paths and came across for the sixth and final run for the Sox.
And now it's Bryce Hampton. As tied to get some warm-up pitches, as, you know, got a little cold. They're having to wait. Couple courtesy 2-3. And again, Hampton digs in, the man from McLennan Community College. Hampton, like I said, it's been a bit of a skid lately. Just struggling a bit at the plate. But, you know, today 0 for 2, did have a walk. But a force out retired him in that inning. There's 2 outs here in the 8th. Sox leading 4-1. And the first pitch to Bryce Hampton. Titus kicks and deals. Fastballs called on the top rung for strike 1.
Should note, too, that Dunn's foul ball is still lodged in the netting on that top wire.
Yeah, you know, post-game, Smith might have to take a ball and, you know, and try and knock that one off. Oh, 1 pitch. Called strike on the outer black, beautifully painted. And the count is 0-2.
I wonder how much you have to pay someone to go up there and grab that ball, climb up the netting.
No balls, 2 strikes. Titus looking to retire the Sox here in the 8th and get to their bats for the 9th. Sox with a 3-run lead, looking for a series sweep. The 0-2 pitch to Hampton. Breaking ball in the dirt, good eye. Patterson really liked that pitch. And he shot out his glove in acknowledgement for Titus, letting him know that's exactly where he wanted it. Titus will do it all over again with a 1-2 count. He rears back and fires. Hampton checks his swing, but it's called strike anyways on the inner half. The Sox are retired after they leave 2 men on base after no hits and no errors on top of no runs. Sox lead 4-1. It's time for the 9th here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Your official radio station for the Wenatchee AppleSox is Sunny FM, KCSY Twist, the greatest hits of all time.
AppleSox fans, if a foul ball leaves your car with a rock chip or broken windshield, take it to Discount Auto Glass. Locally owned, Discount Auto Glass specializes in rock chip repair, windshield replacement, mobile service, window tinting, and calibration service on all makes and models. Get your rock chip repaired at Discount Auto Glass, 888-0072 and at 901 Valley Mall Parkway in East Wenatchee, across from 7-Eleven.
Hey, it's Stacy with the Floor Factory is Flooring America. Whether you're looking for a small project or a large one, from special order options to our large selection of in-stock, we can help you. From the latest color and style trends or to more of a classic style, we can help you. Carpet, hardwood, luxury vinyl, laminate, and even sheet vinyl. Come check out our newly updated showroom and our last chance bargain basement. They're great for do-it-yourself, or we have professional installation available too at 13 South Wenatchee Avenue. It's where friends send friends to the Floor Factory.
Eric's European Auto Repair and Sales is proud to support Wenatchee AppleSox baseball. Eric's is the #1 place for European auto repair anywhere in Central Washington. For service, repair, diagnostics, and more, visit ericseuro.com. That's ERIKSEURO.com to book online or call or text 509-888-7696. Open weekdays 7:30 to 6 with after-hours pickup and drop-off available. Enjoy 50% off rental cars when your vehicle is in the shop.
Top of the 9th, Sox lead 4-1. Derek Render's first pitch low and away to Brady Sprague, and for the play-by-play, here's Smith Sly.
Thank you, Jackson. The pitch misses low. 1-0 the count on Sprague, who leads off for the Lefties. Render still on the mound for the AppleSox as he winds and delivers pitch number 2. And that one is in there for a strike, and the count evens. Kanoa Morisaki taking over behind the plate for Podstreleni, who wore a pitch on the hands. So it's Morisaki now behind the plates. And the 1-1 pitch to Sprague. Way upstairs, ball 2. Morisaki, your hero last night, an RBI single right up the middle in the 11th that scored Skyleman and walked it off. 2-1 pitch. Render, here it is. High and away, easy take for Sprague, and the count now very favorable on him. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Render been solid so far, now entering his 4th inning of work here in the ball game. The 4th pitch that the AppleSox have utilized, and he's stuck.
Doesn't want Sprague to get away from him. Does not want a leadoff walk. The 3-1. There's ball 4. And the Lefties, a base runner on here in the top of the 9th.
Yeah, not what you want there to start off the 9th. But, you know, looking at the bright side is now a 2-ball here as the Lefties prone to rolling over today.
And that was walk number 3 for Render tonight. Now it's Will Feltis, the 9-hole hitter. The good news for the Sox is you are drawing the bottom of the order, basically, here in the top of the 9th inning. They lead 4-1, the Sox. On the verge of a series sweep there, 4th of the year if they can get it done. As Render picks off to first, Sprague just falls back onto the base. He's safe. And 78 degrees here in Wenatchee. Sun almost completely gone. The sky's starting to turn that darker shade of blue. Render. His pitch to Feltis. He squares the bunt, yanks it back, and that fastball clips the upper outside corner for a strike.
Really good location, especially when you know a guy is trying to bunt. As just try and dot him up, get him to pull away, and sneak a strike by him.
You know, Feltis squaring a bunt there. He's a quick guy. He had 13 stolen bases this past spring with Yakima Valley College. He could bust up the line if he puts one down perfectly. And the 0-1 pitch to him. Squares the bunt, pulls it back. This one misses the outside corner this time, and that's going to even up the count.
Feltis, the only extra base in the ball game for the Lefties today with a double in the 3rd inning.
That was one of the 10 quality at-bats, probably 11 quality at-bats for the Lefties in this game. They've had quite a few, just not when it mattered most. 1-1 to Feltis. Squares the bunt, puts it right to Render, who grabs it, throws to first. The throw was a bit wide. White off the base, collides with Feltis, but holds onto the ball for the outs, and Sprague advances to second.
Yeah, you don't want to run into Landon White. That guy's a big guy. I mean, around 220, we saw it the other day, you know, sliding into home plate and just taking out the catcher. And now, I mean, you run into him, you're pretty much guaranteed to get called out.
Now it's Holden with 1 away and a runner in scoring position. Sprague there at second. Sox leading by 3 runs in the top of the 9th inning. Render's pitch. He puts this one on the outside edge, perfectly placed for strike 1. And the Sox want the sweep. A win here would get it. Their 4th of the season. And their 2nd over the Port Angeles Lefties, who are dead last in the West Coast League North Division. 1-0 pitch. Holden fouls this off his front leg. No worse for wear. That's strike 1. This game moving a little bit quicker than last night's game, which went all the way to the 11th. Currently 9:11 p.m. There's a 1-1 count on Holden. 1 away and a runner on second base. That's Sprague. He had a leadoff walk to start this frame. As Render from the stretch. He kicks and deals. And that ball is laced to deep left field as Santiago goes back and makes the catch over his shoulder for the 2nd out of the inning. And now the Lefties down to their last outs. Now the last hope for Port Angeles. It's their catcher, Garrett Patterson, who has been putting on a show defensively for him today, throwing out a couple runners. And now he wants to get it done with the bats.
He's got a cannon, really just showing it today.
First pitch on the way to him. Goes after it. Ground ball to Dunn at second. He grabs. He throws. There's the game. The Sox sweep the Port Angeles Lefties for the second time this year. Their fourth sweep of the season, and the Sox are hot.
Yeah, your final score today, 4-1, and I mean, man, they finally pick up a series sweep. They've had issues in game threes before. They weren't showing it today. Of course, you wish it was a bit more of a dominant win, but hey, a series win, a series sweep, you can go home happy with that.
And the Sox, great win here, a little bit better than they did the past two nights. 4-1, your final score. We got some post-game coverage coming up here in just a little bit. Don't go anywhere. Smith Slide joined by Jackson Dodd here on the AppleSox Radio Network.
Wenatchee businesses, step up to the plate. Firefly is your hometown MVP for managed IT and cybersecurity, protecting your time and tech since 1992. For a limited time, Firefly is offering a free vulnerability scan to help pinpoint the gaps in your security and bring clarity to your risks before they turn into errors on the scoreboard. Call 509-663-TECH today to secure your scan and stop the bad guys from stealing home.
Hey, get the goat off the AC vent.
This time of year, we are right there with the goat, hanging out and trying to stay cool.
Folks can start quotes on our website, WenatcheeInsurance.com.
And you can schedule an in-person video or phone appointment.
No one should have to sweat about insurance.
We are a locally owned independent agency, so we can walk people through a variety of options.
Make sure you're covered, maybe even save some money.
So give us a call or text today, 509-295-9055.
And then get back to the AC with the goat.
At Banner Bank, cheering on the AppleSox is just one more way they show their appreciation for the Wenatchee Valley. When it comes to your finances, it's all about how they can help you move forward with truly personal service, smart financial solutions, and being the local expert by your side when it matters most. In fact, Banner Bank has been named one of the 100 best banks in America by Forbes for 10 straight years and one of Newsweek's best regional banks again this year. Stop by your local Wenatchee branch or visit bannerbank.com. Banner Bank member FDIC.
Let's give a big hand to a proud sponsor of today's game, the Salcedo Group of Companies. Celebrating 25 years of serving our valley, Salcedo does it all, from top-tier HVAC and electrical expertise